And welcome to the Happy Morning Show live on ETV, live on Happy 98.9 FM, Nisim 95.9 FM. We're excited to have you join us this morning, now until 9 o'clock when we part ways. And until then, it's about inspiration, it's about motivation, it's about education, it's about information, it's about driving you towards a conversation where you will leave with lots on your mind, thinking about your nation, Ghana, and that nationalist sentiment being brought back within you. And I'm hoping that the weekend went well for you wherever you went to. Those of us who traveled, those of us who went for weddings and funerals, who spent it at home watching movies, every one of us, you're welcome. And I'm hoping that the week is going to be a good one for every one of us. When you're what the endepa this week, I pray that it will be a week that will have so many blessings that will confound and blow all of us away. Meaning, Eddie Samuelation of Pension Muakwaba, Namijina, and Yumani 18. So, Namaka be every the book of Psalms, chapter 103, verse 1 to 4. Was saying, bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all our iniquities, who heals all our diseases, who redeems us from destruction. We need to pay us money no ACP and not or the road safety tidbits na ebrahim na your day headlines of the newspapers so atwaso you the sports kakra abroman for. Was it me kra da wonyankopon ase me kra yi onyankopon aje me kra mo onyame din so because one no and wa boy ho ban wono and wa hira yen wono and wa san yare wono and wa tie anim wono and da nyina wode yekọ wode yeba enti me kra yi onyankopon aye nia ewo mu nyina fa sidama nyankopon. Sometimes you normally be on more. You find it so normal. You find it so irregular. You find it so automatic. You find it so they are things that we are supposed to get. But are they guaranteed things? When others went to sleep and could not wake up, when others are on a sick bed in a hospital facility at the moment, when you traveled and came back and there was no accident and yet somebody minding his business in his village somewhere, a car blows up and kills children and adults in the village. They were minding their business. You think they have no God? Yes, they do. You think they don't pray? They do. But it's just grace and mercy that found you. And so if your spirit man cannot give thanks and praises to God, so cry when you pay an intimate new yankopon so anopa adwada no pase na wo hwe no say when you make adobeko no de waba throughout the entire week of me fiada na ye boniaye na ye boniaye so won ka me de meka ewade anopa asida ayodia ntuntum ni ayeye ayodia because who more bro na edoso na bro madwene ne menti ase so so obi nka asase me anopa ya me gina nanemu ye da wase simple day nyina wo hwe so no abafo ekurekura yemu no mede ye ko up and down yes dan kaudin me ni Samuel Shen bi me mo kwaba enche na ni ACP edin komo na me ka man for say eno man de and then seven bebre enegu yapon so a ene ebedi eho enkomo and I'm encouraging you to stay with us while by edin komo ni nyina mu now so the thoughts views and comments brain your WhatsApp line 0202222067 and also ko Facebook Twitter and Instagram your handle no happy 989 FM and also ETV Ghana or thoughts or views be episode express here you can send all of that to us via that avenue na yenu ninkomo samre de yeni ACP enkodi nkomo bra emre as you say yeni ACP retired Victor Tando din commander pay no the road safety tidbits na ebe ACP na point so mo akwa ba ebe jumedi ne so
me Joseph this year
na impomo ko de eja
onya me ncha de me gise mo so mo ye
nyame adumi kokko mu kakra kakra eja yo anope de ye down
me do wase it went for more happy FM me mamu nyina akwa ba odi na ofewie no nyame na edina se so me antete nka boni biara odumako no sa aduma behiem asumdwemu odumfo jan kosoro nka mo no koso ntini ni muso enkyeremu etiefo amuti edwumede anope mamu nyina ache Mama Tiandishi, and mobile segment, dear Casey, so Happy FM 98.9. I'm a pay any idea by my Sammy Sean and a ticket drum. On my body, Dominic Bene, Gilbert, Isaac Ade, Sefa Dankwa, Justice Nati, Raymond Nyamado, Eura, Patricia Ibu Ali, Pastor Thomas, Kwam Damti, and a character, John Kuma. Hear them, Brunia Major, so near Dim Ye, Adumama the Pachenia song or Dimo, near 92 and Sat, Busafonity for me and Kai say, and ye name the end papa be Nemum Ayatum. As I don't get me some need dear council. For me and a retire cruciform Fimbo. Yen church and one of place by his grace, so we are alive. Nadumarakwa, Busafo, Menchia, Chief Asari, or enter down for her. Penny Ajauto, Penny Ono Ashoman, watching. Bema Odo Quatin Providential Bank, and Penny Obri, Ono Mensa Sabaho Senior Tutor's Office, the church Munina, Yamenka Munina Moho. Busafo de Amias is on Yedini Amad Pachemia Song or Dim. Na transfer be ko na otwe en mo no na ensem bi boboswa na meti baako en ko si adepa ewo eben bogo so no mu body e kwan so na ahometi pa na ni nyan papa bi se be di hu komo enti nyina betimi sua bibi e de frem na sana no ebesie no na baako so sekintampo kwan so ho ba bi kintampo kwan so na no so enye kura eno ye koba ni se ka bi truck bi asai si kwan so asai esi kwan so warning triangle ni akire fi ni akire ena ho so enye ekrom ni akase street light o enti ni tombas bi fita maleba edi be so a kai amunum wa na ni penan de o matoba enipa eprepre be eduasa ni akire eswa ko gugu aya sabia beto se nei yenti omonka so mi nyina nyom trade di mpa yenim no krini etro bia na asem no bi eya etro bia na bi eya papa ade nti beto se nei kai mi seisi kwan so na di akwanhyama wele me kati penin osofo a ohwe Ashenso, Mekam Minister for Transport, Mikasi Penning. Where the Bema, Monshe tow truck no was family. It is so born when the car say Christ car, or they cover tow truck no about you. Only says can be. Only says can be. You get car no, a corner so. Then so, sir, tow truck no, and she say no. Say a course what? Can I say, I know be afraid. I can't be a safe yo, maybe a ceiling yet. And also mukwane akotwe firi ho na enya fe na ehyen ni wura ekohu no na dia no tetua sei the pacho tisoma me dedi akotwe se bosumi wu a na ordinary returns ko cast do twin ya skebi ho no mo ibidi betua no ibi betua no says can if any yankase ho road worthiness certificate ibi na edika kredi ato so enti wo ko na si tua wo ka enti ko bie ni ho enipa nan na fi omonko sa akwanhye mu enipa duasa ene akire ena eprepraye omewu no mo franki to nyina ka ho ene nan no so fu esre pi adibu ono mo a wuyi wani efiri ho a enye wo hwe enhwe wuyi wani so enyi ese ne mra ni tie bia no ese benefo so mo no musko bio mo hwe si benye totoki owo ya kwaso bibiara na nyese ka no sei ansana na bi totoko no kura bi kura hu kura eno am kura na hia se enke totoko bi kokotwe no ebi se mfata kura se enanti kwaso wanyina mpenifo betimi ahwem ni hu se ye hihye mani bi wa ye benhye sei ye hia totoko no owo ya kwaso etini bi eni ho hia isanse esi etimi bo enipa enkwa ho ban esi etimi gi enipa akra nkwa etimi gi akra nkwa Edi kasa say si ho na dia kwanhyia ba ne de e se etimi e ka wasem ye ka na ni bishop papa ye ni sabi se bitimi apoa e busafo and then tuo ye si na auto for weapon no busum ne da e to so eduonu enan ena ye wo mi e to so eduonu na ye wo mi na ya so die tuma pe ni si emi so e hin ni ye kro si e kwa be ko se ni e ba so e ba ne sei bese odom fo janke ho na djuma pa biore esi eni so na wotwe mo no eja no ma no ye adom eni hira emfeman
Ejipia no pe bedo ase se anapenzo odi ero safety bit na ebe Samedi you call for the headlines in the newspapers. And you welcome back. As I say, the headlines in the newspapers na ebe adofo Fati Shaibu Ali Elmenchen Sansuna Raymond Nyamado and so menchen. Yedi jumedi no ebe adofo anape bia obia no your car jumedi across live on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Your handle no happy 989 FM and I say ETV Ghana with me following now or comments be or the abrain. So now last week me promise you mom for no you bet na every comment you send to us via these links and I say pages yam dem on you bet ni kan ni na church out of phone na enti bomodian say good morning abeso kan or the befa honum no watch at the four we an open so me mo akwa ba bet ni so e bia da din
nyame adom be bia da din
weekend ko yi
na yi tuma nti ya ba ne de
hopefuls me progress ko baby a wo hwa na say enkoyi
o me hopefuls no munyam boy me team ya mali
sa
o munyam boy
okay that's fine Fati morning
sir
bibi ada din
ya me adom
na I sorry to say
oh ya me adom fine yes
okay all right na ziano me na obisi me bisao say ziano obeti asore na
oh bebe nyame de ya beko bia
bebe nyame de beko bia
so na wa friend nti no bia
anti wa friend mo
yes
tizia de wo asofodie mu
yes ya de senya me ni
ede
ya de senya me ni munya
nti wana obi wa so na say wo join obi de
na macho say bebe nyankopon be direct me na wona mefa
so de ne de o gift ne de di sema na say de wo hu ade na say wo
men kan wa ha na say men hia wo kuku
o de
obi beba
o de catch
we sure
o de catch
Samuel sa dokuno na edu fasting season na ya udi no I was only obi ba me na so na me ka bia
na we say me imagine say me bia sorry a obeba ma sorry
Debbie
o mama sorry
Debbie
what you obeba ma sorry
oh so young go direct me say me brother why not
okay na didn't na mama sorry didn't na mama sorry
sika nti na be asore no
eden
sika
the old trust me the way I say emodi
bread and butter ne bread and butter pasta no
was it Saturday or Sunday? No, I think it was Friday rather. And I'm the madam for BJ now you didn't come na akwabi abeye ya the o si carry no ho mi so akware there because bia bo no habara timi so akware no Holy Ghost fire nti odu an o chia e so pa ye ho kwa akware mi je so fada se mi so and I'm say oh no you're so force basa no Americans and I was a man for him, mama for. Anyway, also now if I headlines on the newspapers in the man for, and I'm a bit baffled because I thought that from all over social media there, I say Asaki coach. Is that not what we were reading on social media?
Yes.
That the coach has been sacked.
Yeah. Nipa no find the Juma Mamu statement. They say I sack a coach.
But to read, to sack Milo or not, I was like,
more media. Mo say I sack him a coach. And you want to a coach in Juma.
Well, front page of the Daily Graphic, Osha anymore story or one more the Coach Milo in Fonia to her. Was it to sack Milo or not? Stakeholders divided over Black Stars. I know Honum. New Year school opens today. 2022 basic school academic year. Trimester, semester stays. I know Safati story when he bedroom home. Vice President attends UN Security Council meeting. And State Housing Company begins assessment for Apiati rebuilding. Nina Honoma Oman for Ebitumi Edi Womani Edi Echiri na Womo Akinkan Ebie. Burkina Faso military comes hit by heavy gunfire. Sudan deputy leader meets Ethiopia defense minister on a rare visit. I know Honoma Oman for Ebitumi Akinkan Ebie Anopay. The other stories. Pope confers lay ministries on women. Taliban envoys start talks in Norway. And Taiwan reports new Chinese Air Force incursion. And also a story. A man for Ebitumi Ediomani Edieche. Pentecost University. Pay me my money. Honum. Story they say I worked at Pentecost University for 6 years and served the institution with commitment, sometimes at the risk of my life. As part of my initial terms of engagement, I was supposed to be given a 6-month notice prior to resignation. Along the line, I was transferred to an administrative position that required that I offer 1 month notice. Later, I was transferred back to faculty by writing, but asked to work full-time in the administrative position until a new person was employed to occupy the position into a personal matter. Other stories, any... okay, I mean, I'm far more man for. Okay. Expectations of Parliament and no Honoma or man for everything can be Nina a say e-levy and who and Sami Awuku defends records of party executive and also so Honum. At a Mills Institute begins 10 years remembrance of late President and no Honoma or man for everything I can kind be and pay. Other stories and so it be any lead strategic collaboration for development. Hoti Dufia urges chiefs. ADB supports Tolon District Hospital. Nina stories are a month for which making can be a system to track pharmaceutical products launched. And a planting for food jobs. Agric Ministry offers technical support. And also 2022 agenda for CJ Bar and also Honoma a man for a bit me I can kind of be finally death is certain, tax not so certain, and also Honoma a man for a bit me I can kind of be when you know stories on the pay Daily Graphic at Aroma a bit me at the Abel man for.
The new crusading guide, to whom MP donates 36 cars to drivers. COVID-19 vaccine mandates are illegal. Sami Jemfi Ena Eka. SHC to rebuild Bogoso Apiate. No Ewo Honum. Noche ni Note Wu the 4th installed as new Osumanche. Minerals Commission shuts down Maxam Company as Lands Minister commiserates with victims. CEO of Yi promises more jobs in Western region. Honum Saso Ena Achim Hima installs Sanahene. Honum resident of Apiati to undergo crisis trauma therapy. GPA Ena Eka. Tension mount between Krobos and Achims over VRA resettlement community. We Asama Ekoso Ewo Eastern region. Saso Ena ousted Mali president funeral not televised. A story Ewo paper nimo. Saso Ena other stories are ubetimi any be akai Ewo paper nimo any. Under 20 World Women's Cup qualifier, Salamatu and Amina give Ghana away win in Uganda. And no honum. Sagged Milovan rival reject $270,000 handshake. And also paper nimwa yehu de ekososisia.
The Chronicle and OPC, Ghana football is full of corruption. Tony Yeboah. Piatti explosion. Minister takes sweeping actions, directs Minerals Commission to interdict Chief Inspector of Mines and temporarily suspend manufacture of the explosives. And all a story Ewoha. Kumasi family threatens to sue CAT for allegedly killing pregnant niece. Group grateful to Educhum for reversing semester system for basic schools. And one dead, another injured as Accra SHS students confront invaders on campus. Nina a story is our front page of the Chronicle. But Sammy, a Piatti, you know, also State Housing Corporation where there.
Ada assessor or say rehabilitation works at the cost. I'm thinking so, but maybe if we got into the matter now, they can't store any of your more because markings are one or B1 SHC.
Only maybe. See SHC Sama Moye. I did accident to see. Your investigations in here as a BPI in here. At the end of the day, no. Maxam should be responsible for reconstructing our city. No, and almost so me sure say insurance is the same woman. Sunday man na SM yetina in a street in na. Asana we journey akoso ko market. It SHC no, omo prepare omo pre no any day. Because proper procedures have to be followed.
Assessment.
It's a proper procedure. Follow proper procedure.
Kratanese, one more year begins assessment of Apiasi rebuilding.
No, show you. SHC to them. It's I mean, SHC so more nyabutre. Na, and yet the hiani.
The hiani the way.
Oh, Sabi. Yeah, affordable housing. SHC no more scam kakusi bogoso. Amonya botre. Idea amoye SHC to rebuild. And you no mudo musika rebuild. It's a fact. Anna, would they say about Piatti Samuel to us?
Yo, Daily Statesman, any man of paying. Apiati reconstruction begins soon. Our Modi area short be at home. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Susu Ejina government has assured that Maxam company shut down on the orders of Lands Minister. Government GFA in deadlock over Milovan and also Honma amount for Ebitimi Akinkai.
The Republic Press. E-levy is approved. Che Mensah Bonsu insists as government officials start public education. Support promotion of Ghanaian culture, government told. Volta region man 65 arrested for possessing firearm. Please grab 2 peddlers of narcotic substances at Aplau. Bogoso blasters in hot waters as Minerals Commission shuts down company. Coach Rivak sacked. And also ewo paper nimu saso and other stories are ewo hanum ebi ene. US Ghana alumni initiate program to develop youth leadership qualities. Goldfields present items worth $29,000 to Apiati victims. 2 killed in Ethiopia religious festival. And no ewo hanum saso and we must make sure the reputation of Ghana is well kept. Joyce Ena Eka. Dr. Bawumia donates 13 tons of relief items to Bogoso explosion victims. SIM registration, NIA NCA driven mainly by commercial interest. Bryce Simmons Ena Eka. Other stories, essay, Asin North District, NGO appeals for support for 18 schools in deplorable state. State Housing for Ho 363 police recruits sworn in at Regional Police Training School. Fuel tanker catches fire at Kase near Asokwa in Kumasi. We air the Republic Press.
State housing, no, would you mind saying? State housing.
I was some more questions. I glad me.
Sammy. Sammy, no. So, Saglame, Abansi can this year. So, state house. No.
No.
No, Sammy can't say no.
The Bible says that.
Bishop. The Bible says that one.
Why can tell you why you wait?
And I'm sorry for the meeting,
Sammy, Bible nisi kasa.
Yeah, this country. Yeah. Anyway.
What do you mean by that?
Sammy, can't say no.
Yeah, to us.
Oh, Sammy,
The find a newspaper.
Sammy can't say no.
Raymond time. This country, sycophants in the dozen.
Oh, can you achieve? She's in Bonnie. She's in Bonnie.
She's in Bonnie cow. And no. Look, the sycophants in this country is too much. It's just too much. At DSC, police for your investigation. We had an account last week say, and a motor rider be, and I didn't buy in the motor share can I say, and a pager, and I read yesterday an account where the guy is saying that's not what happened. So the account by the police itself, they are now going to reinvestigate to find out what caused the Apiate situation. People who have been injured, as to their welfare and all of that. Yes, help is coming. The vice president, I see the former president's brother has also sent in some things there. At the moment, so Oka se wo call akwakoya assessment of and die on me bugu ya. What was the state of affairs there? And sana blast nekoso. And so on what basis is the SHC going to do the assessment? Or are they telling us that they already had a pictorial view of the place? Say house A was here, house B was here to go and do the assessment?
Yeah.
But they must be seen to be doing something.
Yeah.
And so they rush there. And it's the same thing that is here on the front page. Look, a man who should not be at post. And that's the education minister.
Yeah.
Child rights applauds Dr. Duchum's education reforms. What education reforms are we talking about? You tell us you forming a committee to see to regularization of your school system, reopening and closing and all of that. And then you tell us, oh, that committee has given you a report. That report is suggestive and conclusive, say, yeah, semester system. Then suddenly, the teacher unions begin agitating that they are not going to work with the semester system because they know that it's not going to help them. It's not going to help the students. Suddenly, this man says that we are reverting to our trimester system, and then we are hailing him. Look at the...
Chami, well, Matrama minister.
Oh, of course.
Matrama.
Of course. I agree with you. I agree with you. You see, when you are shadowing somebody, sometimes you think you can do it. So, Obi a Juma, now Otiachia. Sometimes what you else, and for me, I'm one of the people who advocated.
The man has the expertise.
Yeah?
Oh, he does?
That
paper expertise.
He has the expertise.
And what are we seeing?
Paper.
What are we seeing?
Is wrong somewhere.
No.
Yes, we all agree.
Yes.
But the expertise there, we can't take it away.
So what is the expertise? How is that expertise reflecting in our educational system? When we have been there for 2 years, we haven't had textbooks. That's the expertise?
The expertise is
that's the expertise? What are we saying, Fatih? This is the expertise we are talking about?
Sami.
2 years, basic school. No textbook. What are we saying?
Sami, the expertise.
This is the expertise we are talking about?
And then some year or 2 years.
Sami, the expertise.
No, Charlie, we can't toy. Look, it's the future. It's tomorrow's generation we're talking about.
This education, your friend is saying, confusion did not start this year or last year.
Regardless.
Regardless. It's, what we need to focus on is acquire
you're supposed to be a fixer.
When you tell me as a minister, who catch us who form a committee. That's a committee never asked them catch so oh we should work with a semester system. And could I have this school in the first place now it should click. Means I'm an educationist. But from the moment I heard about 6 months, I'm like, what? And quite one more absorption rate, they're saying, to stay in school for 6 months. As an ordinary person, I knew, and he didn't know.
Samuel,
We can hold brief for the minister.
Samuel, me say.
Fatih.
Minister no.
See, UTAG is on strike. Tewu is on strike. This is on strike.
Samuel, me say minister no. You didn't buy say because of the expertise. On brand number fix it problems. Minister ne buy problems no say no.
Compounded.
Yes, compounded. It's ne trial and ne trial and error approach no. I saw to me share na.
Really disappointed. Me, I sat here when they were looking for ministers for various vacant positions. I was one of the chief advocates that Mr. Duchu must be given the nod to become the substantive minister.
Based on what?
Because
based on
our school approach.
And no ma, time I know friend saying deputy minister no. Based on things that I heard him say.
Yes, I mean it was based
but
on.
But the me who said there, Patty, you can't tell me something kwada a future be diagro. The basics is the most important. Sakoda any ABC tro, only 1, 2, 3 tro. Now catch him so only 1, 2, 3 tro no. Odu JHS I be juma. Ne kwaya na say by.
Sami, o share minister now.
O dey for headlines na
no no one headline.
On the down front video.
We are told say
government makes you
expertise no. If we jewa abrotri. What I say was school be or abrotri I say wa boa community na ma school no jina na
joke. It's a joke.
It's a headmaster oba be education minister. Oba to me aye ejuma na ye.
Why not to say a headmaster?
Okay, principal oba now be so GS Ghana ministry no ma bet me aye na ye. But the aye there I say trial and error no ya adoso. It's yen hwe na president or reconsider the capacity of the Minister of Education. Ghanaian Times and OPC, introduction of pre-tertiary semester system. Government makes U10 as Education Ministry reinstates trimester calendar. More condolences pour in for victims of Apiate explosion. CRI applauds Minister for efforts to transform education system. As I'm story in CRI. Minerals Commission shuts down Maxam. Or CRI applauds Minister for efforts to transform education system. Minerals Commission shuts down Maxam Company. You see, Sammy, another one. 5.1 million euro tissue paper company set to begin operations in February. When you know stories and pay Ghanaian Times said about.
Yeah.
Continue.
On what basis ni ashate omo adwumane down?
Some matter.
I don't
preliminary report here bana.
I told you that yet how who say the kind of steps that you be taken no. Who say we dream one won't say. Me catch you say you be one say you banning motorbikes, you banning pragia. Yeah, what am I say? The investigation is not even out to indict company in a year too. What am I say? And apart from that, Krano, there could be, your friend is saying, who said I'm in there could be mistakes. Let's say, even company in Ukraine made a mistake. It's closing down the whole company, the solution to the problem.
This happened offside.
And I say, offside processes are followed, and now be sanction almost and BB. Is this
really the way to go?
Especially with investigations into you've gone ahead of the police into police, But some more investigation new year. No, Moka said the company had no fault. He
always put the cat before the horse. Do your investigations. Finish your investigations.
Establish the facts.
Even the company itself, at the moment, with all that is happening, they themselves they will stop their activities.
They will even do their own investigations.
Yes, and they may even pause their own activities. Because at the time, Dynamite as an airban, it was coming to perform a task at the mining site.
Yeah.
And so without that dynamite, they may not be able to continue with their And
No,
they
but sir-
themselves may decide to even hold on.
No, Sammy say Anglo Gold Ashanti paying for Bakwa say if you are shutting down this company, mining industry in Ankasano, it could go into a halt because we're a key player.
Yeah.
What you media mood, And I mean, there's a company I'm told say they've been in operation doing this business for 30 years. 30 years, and
because of one
I
explosion.
feel like unfortunate idea we see all of a sudden.
We don't even know what caused the explosion.
I mean,
we don't
yes,
know.
We don't know what caused the
We
explosion.
don't know.
That's true.
Because what we thought caused the explosion,
They say, yeah, no.
and you know, per the accounts that I read yesterday,
it could even be scientific.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, into us.
Maybe the custodian.
So-
You are any catcher and say, yeah, mining conference to fight against Galamsey.
Yes.
Yes, our conference anyway, the catcher and so we are going to go to the 16 regions. Near ne a ya him for your minus, your one winning equatrasi, Edin Como. We are based upon that. We know the path to take to keep a Galamsey.
Before every year, you know.
Before we even the first region, Ashanti region,
Soldiers are
yeah,
cool.
soldiers dispatched. So what was the essence? And we spent money and we went to all those regions.
We have to be seen to be doing something to tackle the menace.
Well, I mean, for the final newspaper, Embre Omanfo. 9 children searching for their parents after a Piazzi explosion. Honum. Raymond, favorite minister, child rights applauds Dr. Educhum's education reforms.
David. Now what? One my favorite minister.
Za.
Minister near Bakupe. Health minister.
Okay. Cordial promises more jobs at Commissioner of YE Western North Office. Anyone found culpable in a Piatti explosion will not be spared. Abujinapo and Ekasa no.
So when was the company found culpable?
Ghanaians show love and compassion to victims. Government miners to rebuild Apiati and absorb medical bills of victims. Dr. Baumia and Ekasa no. We stories are unpaid. The Finder newspaper more and there.
How does government absorb medical bills of victims? When somebody caused the accident and the person has the capacity to take off all of this.
Well, government for this one, government is also responsible for its citizens.
The person's company has been shut down.
Government government has a responsibility towards its citizens.
Yes.
So it is for the government to think about its citizens first.
Yes.
Before, if for instance it decides to surcharge the costs it has incurred on the company, it will be fair enough. But for now, immediately
I am hoping.
I will say it making sure that the people are catered for. And
every penny government to spend there, no. Yeah, the Bema company, no, so much.
Oh well, it depends.
No. It depends.
But you see,
this is use of state fund. Sikana you see any bill. Your revenue now.
Don't forget these people are these people pay taxes. We expect to say
procedurally, all those people involved in this accident, you know. Sammy, you got
depending on the
last year when the incident happened, we were told that it was a third party company that was transporting supplying at the end to the company. What you are saying?
Okay.
And
how is the company closed down?
There is so much we don't know about this whole matter. What I say, there is so much. The initial one and the cost because one account is that we saw the driver get out of the car, telling people move away. This is somebody who has seen that something is about happening and is taking measures. He was warning the people, and the people from the videos you and I saw were rather moving towards the fire. So it doesn't mean that the company, the driver representing the company
was
negligent. He was trying to perform that task to protect the people. Two,
it's not in that.
As to what really would have caused the fire, we really don't know. It might be that, look, it's not, everything might be behind the course of Everything might be behind the course of And in the long run, you realize that, and you say be a negligence, and also man follow procedure, and also man just say in the course of then what happens? And for me, I think that for now, government must step in
Sammy,
provide support and aid to the affected
Sammy.
individuals. Then later on, we can think about if the findings of the report of the committee or whatever is ready. Then we
Sammy,
can think about such action.
You see, I oil spill, Nema were abroad.
Yes.
Sammy, huge sums of money according to compensation of victims. What am I saying? Also, some way they see abroad.
But you also agree with me, sir, when there is the spillage.
Yes.
You find governments trying to save
and
fish, birds, whatever.
Yeah.
So they move into action to protect the living things in the water.
True.
In the same vein, yes, there has been a blast.
But I'm saying
government is moving in to protect the lives there, and then later on, we'll take action.
Sammy, let's handle this thing in such a way, say, proper procedures, I say follow. Proper legal remedies, I say to me go through, send a beya. Or more and more culpable for a deal we no, they will not get off the hook. Because I mean, a deal we, sir, appear disaster. Sir, appear disaster. No. Compensation, I say, beam for the people. No. Sammy, Anyagro.
Yeah.
Anyagro. Whether I was a third party, whether I was Maxam, whether I was Nippon or J. I mean, all hands to the pump to make sure say people are settled properly. Until you see one government is jumping, and I'm going to pay medical bill, and I'm going to build a place, and Sammy, you see, some of us have problems.
I think we really, honestly, if we don't take care, Sammy, we would open up for misappropriation and mismanagement of funds. Because as a yeso adene nine waha, no be so abeso nensa, no be so abeso nekon. As against say ye train, na report
holistic report.
Bibia e bi cry Rebecca say bia ye sanction company no market say okay, you company make sure say all medical bills are paid. Wo State Housing Corporation make sure say we see a model building a bit me are standing say given the fact that it's a mining community road hospital SMECA and hospital benya ebi anke be say it what must say so that we can sit and think well and know what to do. But we go sit down say see na afe omaba no maka say send e ho krate no ebi anke will say you moving the whole community to another site and we need to take our time and plan this and plan it well. Otherwise e be we no na accounting no aye baby e ho because obi aye ne there.
But see, I won't lose sight of politicians being politicians. I won't lose sight of politicians being politicians. Okay. And I'm hoping that, look, for once, we have the interest of Ghanaians at heart, and Ghana for that matter. Say, this will not become an avenue for politicians to want to score political points.
Sammy, you're right.
That, NDC me kohonum me say all because I must be seen to be with the people, but not necessarily genuinely caring.
Tell me, we had an incident.
Government minus to rebuild Apiati.
So so why are this? What am I saying? Yet last day one so many different reports, different accounts, different approaches.
Well, anti Mr. Politicians, we nipa and yashire womo, a nipa and a prepara. This is not the time for the usual games and politics of showing presence because of future gains you may get for being there. Politicians. I'm fancy here.
Sammy, say Apiati no.
The guy.
They say omo try so very certain for no na. The omo nyina kuku time bi mo. Men separate, women separate. Be man sit down. Omo say
the custodian.
They have to be reunited with their wives.
Our forefathers built Ashanti NPP together. Chairman Odenehon Ena Eka. Government cracks the whip over Apiati tragedy. We need better management of Black Stars. Obi Amwa Ena Eka. Baumia attends UN Security Council meeting. Ghana dams expired Milo. Ewo honum. Saso and other stories are Ubenya Ewo paper nimu ebi enye. Nima Mamobi fracas. The legal perspective. 293 teachers resigned in 2021, not 44,000. Ministry of Education replies a pack. And no honum so and adding confusion to disbelief. A feature and our opinion be a war paper no more ube to me apebi a kind. So na e-levy to boost revenue to 20% of GDP fetch and eka. Government secures 1.9 billion cedis from bonds. Investor concerns about Ghana's economy exaggerated. We John Kuma and eka.
The Inquisitor, my final paper, no pay. Inquisitor say Forestry Commission slipping. Ramsar site under siege. Government officials grabbing state lands. So I mean, Hana story no one, Hana sem no one. So I mean, Ramsar site no. Yonko Sakumo no yonko shadia. Me nimu ko form grabbing lands no. But I mean, eko. And you see, so I mean, even Oshia Kromha, other areas I would expect to say a buffer. Emma certain companies in there. So I mean, and you don't know who is acquiring the properties. This airport area, say. Now, the Bura Spintex Road, no, flower pot stretch in the deba, the motorway, what's your buffers now? So I mean, what is happening? So I mean, then they see. On the motorway, as we speak, no, there are plans to reconstruct this motorway. Yeah, okay. To have flyovers, ni interchange, ni niyama also. But buffer for motorway construction, no. Go and see development here, cause
you see, I know. Yeah, friends, I'm from bypass on. Yeah, whether illegal or illegal, yeah, be to more.
Yes.
A branchy, echo.
No, Sabi, why? Sabi, I see Ramsar sites under siege. Government officials grabbing state lands. Sabi.
How many do you want pictures at all?
Samuel Abujinapo, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, and John Alote, CEO, Forestry Commission. So Forestry Commission, what that you man also? What that? So I mean, a problem.
Yeah.
Denial of pregnancies increase in northern region. Wicked narratives against Electrochem Ghana Limited, and Ghana now owns a Mary plant. Edu declares. When you know, and Owusu Eduemi is hot, and also a story a paper no a diaban or pay. Offer the Inquisitor over to me. Okay.
Business and Financial Times 2022 budget statement, microeconomic, socio-economic interventions, and skills development panorama. Commentary: why African family firms are resilient. Trade Expert backs government to scrap benchmark policy, says it will give local manufacturers advantage on aftermarket. Local farmers, foodstuff traders engage in profit racketeering. Licensed fishing vessels unmasked as illegal Chinese front. Domestic investors cement dominance of local debt market. No ewo honum. Saso and stories bia ubenya essay. Paper nimu anope accelerate policy efforts to solve equality crisis. Mandatory Aquaba insurance awaits inbound travelers from Q1. JTA launched in secondary credit to promote tourism. We now our Business and Financial Times paper.
Actually, kind of story, comment and analysis. Why African family firms are resilient? Is that really the case? Can I say? I can count more than 6 companies. When the founder died, that was the end of the company.
Yes.
And I can count 7 when the founder died.
Okay, well. And Papa ni we are now Kodana started or you just me pay na company. Several of them. Several.
They're established no now.
Look, Mimbodi, there's a major one on the motorway, right?
Oh, Juma, it's working. It's working. In Tokyo, cost but it's working.
There's another one. There's another one. Baby, okay,
Mister Baku, Oko airport, see, Oko to say Oko Akamola. Oko Baku or Kwan Chensi.
What's that left?
What's that left? Tin. Say a family.
Yes,
Say you describe it.
Yo. Yeah, there was a Tima firm in Kumasi. Me body. Very popular one.
Sammy.
One.
Satimba merchant no.
Echo.
Sammy, now
Look,
one man
there's
show.
no
One man show.
No. It was a big firm. Look,
One man show no running.
Mami chiro ni ye na hu ni ye. Oh, ufri, ye mfa ne say ufri. Asafo. Oh, ko towards baby o ma see new mall now. There is a traffic light. Was that right? Was that firm no? That firm was a fully functional established firm. It's gone. There's another one. Oh yeah. Edum offer before now offer before now from offer before now. No, it's right to your left. Several firms.
Sammy, Okwa Santimana. Some firms be prenana one man show.
And can have say the on them. There's a real estate company. Sa. Na
me so minim real estate company bi. T4 no. I don't say family.
Yeah. Because mum there, sa sense we there. O catch me so.
That me I disagree.
I find say Indians no, o catch me so Indians no, o catch me say Lebanese for no. Me no be having. But Ghana.
Sir, omo Ghana no ma be dani Ghana for.
Wow, shit. Young to us on your website www.happyghana.com. Stories on ABNA. Scrap dealers steal digital address plate on houses in English amount from area. And you said me bomb the whole bar. Afro Barometers Josephine Sani named IPL Discovery of the Year. Baumia attends United Nations Security Council meeting. Bogoso explosion investigation on Athens Transport Services. I mean, can't we na afino. Into some other stories and Belman for the police together with the rescue team are advancing in the investigation and the track of the Athens Transport Services company that was transporting explosives to a mine in Western Ghana suffered a fatality caused by the frontal collision of a motorcycle. That's the initial account.
Pause, what's the company here then?
Athens Transport Services company.
Okay.
And you see, I was telling you about a third party that was supposed to be the one that was transporting. That's the more reason why I read the story.
What's the Athens name?
Transport Services.
Okay.
Ni Tete Osro, the first donates to La Municipal Education Office. Security analyst calls for revision of measures in transporting explosives. Many fear dead in explosion on the Bogoso Bordia Highway. Minority reacts to Thursday's Apiate blast. And a financial planning, an easy way to dodge the 90 days of January myth. Paul Mante of EDC. When you know air stories are, and a per month for beating me, can be.
Sammy also security expert calls for them. Sammy, you see, when I say
revision of measures in transporting explosives.
Sammy, only maybe when I say, I same see. Now, Upia a proposal.
Or soon to form a boy be at me, Bonnie.
Sammy can. Me my transporti, sir. Dynamite, 30 years. I say me see one. I say me see back. Oh, indeed. Sir, revision of measures in your idea. You know, say, idea, oh, you bet me actually be. We can look at it again. Sammy, and it is not different from bullion vans and same here. Sir, gunshot nearby, people were empty posts. I want you to have bullion vans by June. Sammy, yeah, can say, who bulletproof bullion vans are here work on. You see, in the heat of the moment, you know, everybody has gone to sleep. But Sammy, these guys have been doing this thing for years. And as part of continuous improvement, you know, what were we doing? Until I said we see it. So we thought, say, if it's not broke, you don't fix it.
Yeah.
After security experts, everybody has suddenly found an Okasa. Interior Minister Ka, Lands Minister Ka, Ubia Kebi. But Sammy, they've all been in the air conditioning office. Not bothered about what is going on in the mining areas. Apart from Galamsey. Sammy Antoaso.
Well, some of my kind of stories every year.
And then citynewsroom.com. And I'll pay, I say, you know, citynewsroom.com and I'll pay. 2 fear dead in Boku shooting, 8 others wounded. Akroket shut down after lynching of suspected thief by students. UTAG CETAG strike still biting hard. Enters third week. Meet the Ghanaian policy advisor behind Nigeria's rice production boom. Apiati explosion, reconstruction of damaged Bogoso and Nyamfuri Road begins. And also in Sema Waha Samiti Road no, road no. Otuaswa, they say Maxam company was shut down to expedite probe into Bogoso explosion. Minerals Commission. Nagrat requests meeting with GS over reinstated trimester system. Reports of daylight robbery in Bantama Falls. Police and Omodis Assembly about 26-year-old coach in police custody for allegedly sodomizing teen players. Baumia in New York for UN Security Council meeting. Samuel Osha, as a President Baumia, my name say picture or old picture, but your bus, your bus.
You play, no?
You play no. Presidential jet no, and my name say I don't know to come a picture or Hano. Sure say okay. E-levy has been approved. We just need backing legislation. Mensa Bonsu and now this assembly about.
Is the e-levy approved?
No, technically. Maxam Limited's closure will affect mining companies, Anglo Gold, Ashanti. I mean, OTA. I say Maxam Limited's closure will affect mining companies, Anglo Gold, Ashanti, and all this assembly. And say, you can say, if Maxam is culpable, but I mean, you see, considering the role the guy plays inside industry, I say to me, steps are taken. I say, no one has my idea about.
Google News. Ghanaian journalist fans mock Nigeria for crashing out of AFCON. And the 100 most outstanding female changemakers in Ghana 2020. How the UK's Labour Party and other MPs slammed Prime Minister. We stories are Oko Google News are Ubenyebi Akai.
I mean, carry more and Sana Twaso. So the US Embassy tweets and says, our hearts and prayers are with the victims and those injured in the terrible explosion in Apiati near Bogoso. May those who perish today rest in eternal peace.
Amen.
And Ghana Nibia offer a national service for secretaries for Womulugu Atuna de Suno de Abeto Honum. Amen. In this sad period, can we get free visa? We want to mourn in a different environment.
We
want to mourn in a different environment. Well, CNN.com stories on Australia's COVID mess. Australia was a model in how to handle coronavirus. Now, it faces rising cases and a national shortage of rapid antigen tests. And New Zealand PM announces her wedding is called off due to COVID. Boris Johnson faces make or break moment with Partygate scandal report due. And the US and Japan show off naval might. Dozens of Chinese warplanes fly near Taiwan. The US suspends 44 China-bound flights from Chinese airlines. And a shameless former NBC host says of the Olympics returning to Beijing. Biden cranks up pressure as Putin mulls Ukraine invasion. Other stories, CNN and UAE intercepts 2 ballistic missiles over Abu Dhabi. No casualties reported. And a stowaway found alive aboard a plane wheel after flying more than 11 hours into a tire plane. No, a time almost 11 hours. 11 hours. 11 hours. I'm here to be free. Dutch authorities
Nigeria.
Dutch authorities discovered a stowaway hiding in the nose wheel of a cargo plane when it landed at Amsterdam's Schiphol airport Sunday morning. The man had been hiding for more than 11 hours since the plane departed from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Why?
Now,
The fact
SFO
that,
Sudan,
the plane took off in South Africa doesn't mean
okay, yes,
or a
Mami,
South African.
what the Mami
because
Mami can't further. Okay, according to a spokesperson, while the individual was not identified, officials said he is believed to be between 16 and 35 years old. We learned that the person was found having stowed away on a cargo plane at the airport's cargo platform. Okay, all right. The identity and the origins of the person is not known according to the story, no? But Charlie is risky. And they should tell you how bad things might be for such an individual to take such a risk.
Sami.
Plane you see.
Na say you free Ghana kwa Abrochire or South Africa.
South Africa, Abrochire or Ghana.
Sami.
I'm for Abrochire or Ghana.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sami, you see flight no. A free Johannesburg on its way to Schiphol no. And make it stop on Nairobi.
But almost any pan of fly from South Africa.
Maybe sure say Aquano for Kenya.
There be fly from South Africa.
Oh.
And yet during the stopover no more masa.
BBC.com and OPC. US orders families of embassy staff to leave Ukraine. Navratilova blasts Penshuai t-shirt ban. Fashion designer Thierry Magla dies aged 73. Yes, I mean say Thierry Magla. We're not a heavy power. Man admits abducting Australian girl Cleo Smith. Shots heard near Burkina Faso presidential palace. Dutch terrorists find over Nazi salute at Auschwitz. Plane stowaway found in Amsterdam survived in wheel. Australia mines giant buys F1 battery arm. And Germany Navy chief resigns over Ukraine comments. IS prison break in Syria sparks days of clashes. Then you know stories are BBC.com and I'll bet to me akai.
Yemfa Reuters News and to us so stories.
Some of the Reuters News never to us no. Social media for not come home but oba ever come once.
Time almost then.
Why is
one more say lesson 4. Performing artworks created by Mihuni and Omatro discussed in groups or in pairs. Do you know the musician in the picture above? Let us sing and perform one of his songs. Emmanuel Andrew Samini, known by his stage name Samini, is a Ghanaian reggae and dancehall recording artist. The following are some titles of his music videos: Diolemu, Where My Baby Day, Linda, Oba Besia, African Lady, Keep Moving, textbook. I did what you had.
It's a textbook?
Yes, a textbook.
Wow.
Like,
are we joking?
A textbook.
Debut, but I think that sometimes a man will be musician that yes.
No, this is a text. I have seen another one. There was another one. That one wasn't focusing on a musician. It was focusing on political figures. People felt that some distorted account and nobody had to honor.
Yeah,
but I didn't pay attention to it.
History of Ghana.
I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, there was one. History of Ghana.
Yes, I didn't pay attention to it. But this is a textbook. Yeah, they cheated on Kodade.
Yes,
I'm not saying Samini is not, but there are icons. Icons when it comes to Ghanaian music. Icons.
For example,
Mami Chasu.
Osibisa.
Anyway.
Mami Chasu. Icons.
For example,
maybe Mami Chasu.
Reuters News.
Maybe a modern age there,
Fela.
Why is Burkina Faso's army mutinying? Nightclub blaze kills at least 16 in Cameroon's capital. Stowaway survives a nose wheel of freight flight from Africa. Well, inside some country, no. I say Africa, not just say. French soldier killed in mortar attack in Mali. Senegal elect mayors with eyes on 2024 presidential election. Ghana blast leaves survivors with cut and questions. Another crime, say survivors of coalition strikes on Yemeni detention center. we stories are offer Reuters news ubenye bi akai.
So na yɛtoa the weather updates and the bread on Mount no pay our happy morning show no. So I'm sure following the conversation and listening to the things we are discussing. You have comments, you have thoughts, you have views that you may want to express this morning whilst we're having this discussion. I would encourage you to send them to us on our Facebook page, Happy 989 FM, and I say ETV Ghana. I'll go through some of the messages shortly. And to send the message be at the bar. Quickly send them now. Call Happy 989 FM and I say ETV Ghana. Whether or not from the Ghana Meteo for her and I pay one more see and can check Ghana for said, yeah, you are flower, aqua, caswa, Cape Coast, Takrade, and Axim dear. We should be readying ourselves for a misty morning with, temperature being around 25 degrees Celsius. Area hazy sunshine moment will be experienced. Temperature would rise to around 33 degrees Celsius. And you may few clouds would gather with temperature around 26 degrees Celsius. Uko air the northern belt, Yendi, Tamale, Boli, Damango, Bogatanga, Naleugu, and while all these areas are listening to us live on Nisim 95.9 and 100.1. They would experience dry and hazy morning. Lowest temperature will be around 19 degrees Celsius. Area, it will be same with temperature rising from 19 degrees Celsius to around 35 degrees Celsius. And it will be a cool night for them with temperature being around 28 degrees Celsius. Into any weather update I bit me at the Amanfo.
COVID-19 updates now. A day to us from the Ghana Health Service. Active cases 3,534. Confirmed cases 155,496. New cases 254 and a death 1,367. Recoveries and discharge 150,595. The echo share worldwide figures are total cases are recorded 351 million plus 2.67 million and a death 5.6 million plus 5,881.
Yo, I'm saying the trends, every Omanfo Nafe, Yashasi, D, and Como and a pay Elgmedio, so. But for all the trends, no, every Namazme Bobo na a few comments and a pay about in social media handles, you can kind of be at the Ama Omanfo, one more add your more thoughts, one more views, at the Aberranity, patch trends and then Kosovo.
Over the weekend, not Shatawale air trend because he's found love again, allegedly. Now, him say Shatawale, obey Shatawale and na Owohono, na Shatamichi, and na Onono Eshiboma, Omo baby boy, cry ewumu, na a man for cry if you say no more worried that. Make I say Ghana's most influential. And Shatawale na or movie 100 most influential Ghanaians no movie and I born idino na that time no Shatamichi on your majesty ono na onante ye and okwaje award no nti onante na amon for motiti table mu say na wine nti eventually na me who say na Shatawale ewuma no that time no nti na ya omoja ye no yen share da ehun say Shatawale ni obia shibum say omo ehye ho nti over the weekend no mu say Shatawale posty on ne woman omo swim ne ade ne captions na fe ne downfall medical so ne wife fella nti no omo swim na caption ni bi say rich wives ne ade and a man for say na Shatawale dia we ye che say o pesa o te Shatamichi akoma na and a man for Emma comment na comment ni bi set yabo ase Shatawale nso pa senkanye sika okay see fine lady and shatter eno ewo honom Clancy Cook was say shatter pa this girl there even my former girlfriend was more beautiful than her cry Maggie girls are bro the most annoying part is the friends will be calling her our wife but deep down they know the real chick so Ena Inusa say Opana is happy he gets girl while others are celebrating their wives and also ewo honum enti shatter there no so Ena level 100 experience enim say level 100 students asha say eco school na eya wo hwe bi mu enemo mo di ko school na say na school mu ba be den wa ha obi teddy bear kakraka no onim pa o akoda so school wanti no ka say sɛ ɔmo kɔkɔgye one room o sɛ dan o by the time ɔbɛdu ne hall a ɔbɛhu mpa ɔba abɛda so no na teddy bear na agye sɛ ɔde kyɛ anaasɛ ɔto twene na other experiences bi a amanfo ɛde abɛto dwa na wei no specifically ɛyɛ University of Cape Coast level 100 students no ɔmo share ɔmo experience ebi mo video ɔmo halls of residence ebi mo video ɔmo rooms sɛnea ɛhɔ teɛ na students no baako ɛna ɔse ne experience a wenya no ɛnyɛ pleasant koraa ɛna ama saa video no air trendy ɛwɔ social media moma yɛnhwɛ video no of level 100 students a na all show ne experience a wenya since ɔkɔ school.
Hey, na Oba University for Frasaneti. Oh, minimum dankamamba. Oda wa beti bang 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 now we rem 024. If you news G, we want to know our members. Welcome to the school and then or call ya now we have bang bang bang. If you are poster, then and I say if I bang 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 bang. If you pensa, I'm on my own that just a bit crap time in few hospital bed. 2 weeks and buying to me now. Ebe miracle be catch a man coming now. Timmy think I am a quite maybe a coming maybe you because we didn't mean to me. Why not me and wada?
Na abranti and oko school so kwa akwada and I am anenda. Into comment ni be any. That thing is true la. I nearly beat one man beer. I was busily waiting for my food though. I heard a knock and he was like charger, earpins. Mensa say I'm not surprised that he only stressed on brazier and pants. I'm out of here before I'm called me who they are all patche. So and a real quick say hey so true and those who annoyingly cook and be selling inside hustle. The sweet-scented aroma normally happens the days I'm broke. Olivia say, my experience at the College of Education, I was like, hey, what is all this? Ashina say, panties and bras selling at boys' room or mistakenly missed your place. At the Packers and degree, you know, a year by force and nyako say 1 minute be an panty stress namu we ewo hodum. Scrap dealers so air trend. Then scrap dealers are reported to have started stealing the metal plate on which the digital addresses have been inscribed as English amount from in the South Municipality of the Greater Accra region. Na sa metal ina omode omotro wo address no was no omode tare wo dan no ho no eno na ye kasa amount for asha se area ewo English amount from nti no ebia so wo de na bi wo ho a me hu say age say oye nkantan edubo hu say obeye ne den yo enya sa one day obeba no na embo ho biem na we na comment ni bi say just provide work opportunity to the citizens and see if anyone will steal. Hunger is a very dangerous weapon. Farmers say the police must deal rather with those who buy them. No one sells what cannot be bought. Kwabena Boakye say, hey, is it poverty or illiteracy? George Abuaji say, how do we fix the country with this attitude of the citizenry? How? Maliki say, the economy is scorching them off. That's a bad move. The matter chop hot. When we said fix the country, we were condemning our movement. Crown Prince, most of them too are not Ghanaians. Anyway, and a year comment ni bia about a month for omuwe sa metals na e dey actual address no. But if you be more higher na e two ne boho. And you know, I don't know. So no some okay, anyway, some metal na no mu here. Not the what has been written on it. Metal na no mu here. And you know.
Scrap dealers asemia okay.
Omuwe
Again, I chanced on Facebook. Obi Adome Bridge. There are some, okay, well, many structural ANT, but some parts are bolt and not a hooky. Some parts of the bridge, you know. People have gone to remove the bolt and knot from the bridge. It was Fred Che Mensa who made that post, and he was expressing concern and worry about the dangers that is waiting if any many ya no yan fe ni ankoche Adome Bridge no because both brony and I say nipa designing ade no on fa boat and not no enwo ho kwa obviously or the bohonum say ebe so bi mu but nipa dasani Ghana ni akwa akotutu boat and not no say okonane or palumi. But me promise me who say this year dear massacre. Me kind comment view be the best enemy be and I pay what yase and told that I send him was it oh I asked him brasame when some okay Isaac AJ and so Edna the Asane was watching you live inside Twobodom Adantase. Good morning. We for Eunice Tonyo Eunice, I know, regular viewer of the Happy Morning Show online. Good morning. Abbas Gidan Guru Abbas is watching us live on Facebook. I say good morning to you. Good morning to you, Abbas. Thanks so much for joining us. Blaze Esusu FM. I say perfect. I'm enjoying the Happy Morning Show. Moving forward, every blessed morning we'll find time and space to go through all your comments that you sent to us on the show on Facebook. Now, interactivity no, I feel any of the Juma and Kasa into Chiamia, Menso Machia live on air. We every Sami Kweli Ehonum will truly be Leviticus powers. Maxam, the company in the midst of all the Apiati explosions, disaster, have more issues to clear, like the place they stock the explosives. And Yahoo Ensigns. Emmanuel Emma Willie, I'm watching you live from the United States of Keseman. Good morning, and I thank God for your lives. Good job you're doing for Mother Ghana. Philip Abuchi and so SA, explosion happened in Western region. NBP government were there to rescue the affected people. Voter region, we need to learn from this. Okay, I don't know where this is going. But well, these are a few comments that you have sent to me this morning. Like I said, I'll try my possible best every blessed morning to go through every text message you send to me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And to amount for ancient and so now odo the best sending me now also odia sending me now my kind at the amount for party. This is what Freche Mensa wrote. Was say it's a national security threat. The level at which some scrap dealers in the country are involved in the stealing of bolts and nuts, wire mesh, road steel, fencing and drainage culverts from certain public installations is alarming. And we'll try Adome Bridge, this is the picture of the place. They have actually removed the boat. It's removed. Well, anyway, Akaya Sima Baye Enuma Nansia na ye call for sports.
So mommy na account.
I can't mean but my second every when you follow on touch on who say or mama make a crank home.
Yambo sports immediately. Your baba kana will remove some.
Oh, sir. Okay, all right.
Ghana is Ghana going to play Nigeria?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Over the weekend, we'll draw a course for FIFA World Cup qualification, third round.
Okay.
A playoff stage. Now, draw no be PM. Ghana and the Super Eagles and the Beshia.
But say like now.
No,
match, 23rd match and a first leg no be koso. You see, I say omunya Super Eagles, we Super Chickens. Na eno ano omu goalkeeper no. Na your friend Okoye. Na Branty no bo short be na short no beat no. Na share. Na oko social media na dey nkofo kan won say Nigerians no omu sire nkofo pa, omu sire papa. But I mean, over the weekend, reports by say Milovan Rajevac has been sacked. Every news portal carries a story, but I mean, maybe as a story by because employers of Milovan Rajevac, Ghana Football Association, and officially, Ghana Football Association, and for announcement beyond by, and as we speak, dear, Milovan Rajevac is still at post as the senior national team coach. Until Bibi I say Milo ya pam no Sami Mamen country will be a senior no reports and aba go for Eka, but Milovan Rajevac is still at post. The picture be about over the weekend now what's in the cantonment apartment Ochati on an interpreter no Muchati I say almost the Mukebi and on Nigeria after a year of tournament coach Austin Eguavon, technical director am NFF. So Ejumani de Wijai, no your interim coach. Ejumani de Wijai. Until you come back to the technical director Ejumano. Until we NSMI Koso. Ene Comoros. Omojina Kuno against Cameroon. I also am to Comoros and say 12 members of the team no omonya COVID-19. Na asemba ko ekopiem e wo ho ne say goalkeeping department no and I take a big hit because almost 3 goalkeepers on the bar tournament no. Bako Ali Ahamanda ono COVID achino. Moyad Usaini ono so COVID achino. Ena main goalkeeper nankasa no Salim Ben Boyna ono na dede ayu pra no na your last match no ono so we pra. Enti ena bola Comoros akwa no. Player ena akwa dapu ama omo ni keeper.
Okay, say one of the World Cups player be keeper.
Yes. It will be seen the course of
Colombia and one of the teams. One of the teams.
Yeah, it will be seen.
One of the teams.
Yeah.
One of the teams.
Yeah. Nti na Comoros Oma Ombeko one expert no. Yes over 30.5. And a goes a bit. Every minute be an go name. Say player na that pool no.
Obesho come.
Oh Sam.
Obesho come.
90 minutes player. Nti Amos Niniaji because me say na dey over 30.5 no wait me PM. Nti eno ni asema eba. Nti same you call for sports now.
All right.
Yeah.
You you call for sports na yes man for say woman here nante. And I'm about to say the sports updates every man for Raymond Nyamado Ayakradwa the sports updates in Eben Ray and I'll pay it over to you.
Happy 98.9 FM and our Sugusu UTM media with the happy morning show sports update and Ebremo or Media no so make I say 1xbet that time echi den dey am the sports update in Ebro 1xbet say open bookies are omoma ota kakraka e omo open bookies are omoma opportunity to ensure your bet e omo open bookies are omoma hundreds of prediction markets to choose from 1xbet and I make am for my one pay 1xbet say come website so 1xbet.com.gh 1xbet.com.gh register na be a new account or register now be a new account obema opportunity to enter a promo code I'll enter BETGH BETGH o enter BETGH we are obema 200% bonus on your first deposit enti o the 100 cedis atuma obema make sure say we account no ebe wo so year pa 300 Ghana cedis na be gum o the 50 cedis tuma obema 150 Ghana cedis we any message 1xbet say me fan bro 1xbet say ene Cameroon any Comoros game no our platform no so okoho offers na o hwehwe no say goals to draw na o hwehwe o game no ade a obi aka say every minute bia na goal na mu no Vincent Abubakar to score a hat trick no nyina e wo ho a okwa obetumi abet on 1xbet say bet for every day soon the 18 na memfa we ni enter my website so ko cha bet betting is addictive and bet responsibly. Total Energies at time echi dindindia me the Afcon updates no ebremo e wo dwumedie no so Total Energy say every ene ekwakosi da Afcon no be ba wiye no as we celebrate the beauty of African football no Total Energy say uko omo service center bia na otumi eto fuel with a minimum of 80 Ghana cedis with Total Energy's card and I say with Trotsky card on be making it possible say unsabeka coupon na sa coupon na unsabeka no scratcher achede bia e wo ho bia no omo de be ma omo sanso e ka che say uko omo service station bia na auto 4 liter or 5 liter lubricant on be ma coupon sa coupon no otumi scratch sa coupon na achede bia e wo ho bia no instantly Total be making it possible say unsabeka sa achede no na Total there omo ene number 1 e wo krom ha e ba no fango nsem there omo ene number 1 opel high quality Run 91 petrol omo and so ultimately we need extra now Opel diesel minimum of 50 parts per million sulfur content so ultimately we need extra Total Energy sene be ya wonsa betumi aka omo fangwa odubegu hyenum we ene nsema me de bro anope e wa jumedie no so ye be sha jumedie na se ye be sha se from the Ghana Premier League na Ghana Premier League eguso ekoso dindindin that's why the fact say Afcon so eguso ekoso match day 14 fixtures ekoso over the weekend say and our results no etumi epiemo on Saturday no Accra Lions etina Accra Sports Stadium e ma Ashanti Gold e be chia omo etwa mo by 1-0 ya ano enanya 1 goal was our game no yakopiemo e Crosby Ewua Memorial Park e wo nyinasia Accra Hearts of Folk munya heartbreak obra Umar Bashir a share goal in the 90th minute Emma Boboko afena Karela to beat Hearts of Folk by 1-0 we and sema epiemo every sa game no Sunday Techiman Ohene Ameal Park, and 11 Wonders, Etumichi RTU, Etuano by 1-0. Mohamed Tetenote, a converted penalty. I'm a Bobo friend of Techiman Wonders, Mamutumi, a winning side game. No, Yakopiemo, or Nana Fosu, Diabo Park, or Bechem United 0, Wafa 0, side game, no, sir, and end here. Dance Park, or BBN Gold Stars, Etumichi Legon City, Etuamo by 2-1. Osam Amadou, first half goal, Emma Legon City, and second half, no, Emmanuel Apau, and Francis Ado, Etume, and 2 goals, Emma, BBN Gold Stars. Yakopiemo, Accra Sports Stadium, Accra Great Olympics return to winning ways after the beat. King Faisal by 2-1. A branch of friend of Solomon Adomako and Ebenezer Seche and then 2 goals no Emma Accra Great Olympics and Sana Zubair Ibrahim and 1 goal Emma King Faisal Bobokono. Bottom place Elmina Sharks. Amone Brekum Chelsea Asia or Indum Stadium. Sa game no and 0-0. Yeko Piemo Ewo Papaya Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko omu maintain omu lead at the summit of the Ghana Premier League thanks to a goal from a branch of friend Mfegwe Omba. In the 79th minute, 1-0, and Omotumi Etrifa, Media Maswa, Niama Egusua, Ekoye, Ama Porcupine Warriors, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. Game back because of our Ghana Premier League, I know a game because between Dreams FC and Adriana Stars. I game because of our Theatre of Dreams Park, our do Osha Ghana Premier League table no after 14 match days. Say and a table net here. Kumasi Asante Kotoko top, more 30 points. Adriana Stars our second, more 24 points. Bechem United our third, more 23 points. King Faisal at the fourth, more 23 points. Midiama at the fifth, more 23 points. Olympics at the sixth, more 22 points. We any table top 6 no say and here now Okopiemo our bottom place and our relegation battle now. 16th position, Legon Cities are more 14 points. Wafa at the 17th or more 14 points. And Elmina Sharks on the bottom of the table are more just 8 points. Still, our Ghana Premier League room, Kumasi Asante Kotoko over the weekend room. I'm to me announce say a branch a friend Justice Blay, a dear branch no, which to me assigning 2-year deal. I'm a Bobuko, a friend Kumasi Asante Kotoko. From February 1, no, a branch no be eligible to play for Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the 2021-2022 Ghana Premier League season. A branch no, Sisiani dear Omone Midiama, Bibia Akoya. A branch of friend Justice Blay no were returned to Kumasi Asante Kotoko after initially no Otome Enya loan spell ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko before returning to the parent club as a free transfer on your Diabe Piemo ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Over the weekend no under 20 female team I friend of Black Princesses no omutu kwan eko Piemo ewo Uganda na Entebbe and omutu ko ya omutu me win omu game first leg qualifiers omude Costa Rica 2022 Women's World Cup no omutu me enya first leg win in omo third round match omo bono na 2-1 and omo tumi echifa Uganda mayo anoso na ohwe goals Salamatu Abdullah eshe 1 goal Grace Enima eshe 1 goal and sana Fozia na Jamba ono enya consolation goal Emma Namibia Emma Uganda sorry second leg no ebekoso ewo Ghana in February 2022 sa ena ehihye no etie yanko piemo Ministry of Youth and Sports na yanko piemo Ministry of Youth and Sports entebia ena Black Stars omotume ekojina akono ewo Cameroon omo fly the flag of Ghana ewo competition ekoso 33rd edition of the Africa Cup of Nations yanko piemo se Ghana were eliminated by Comoros na omo be piemo ewo Chrome Hano na ministry edin hihye egu ho se meeting bekoso between the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the managers of Ghana Football Association and I'm paying for Ghana Football Association in him Friday and as a meeting no etime course na meeting no a course no ministry no making it clear to the Ghana Football Association say Ghana for winning NG performance of the team no na Ghana for elusu confidence in the capacity of the current technical team of the Black Stars to deliver success. Now almost say ministry no Akache Ghana Football Association said, Omu review the work and capacity of the Black Stars technical team led by head coach Milovan Raivac. No, any future in Penyufo Edema Ghana Football Association and Sana Omu free Omu ketem free Omu office Ede Omuni Eche Ghana Football Association. Saturday anopa and a reports eba say Milovan Raivac has been sacked. Now reports where Ebano employer of Milovan Raivac, Ghana Football Association, omufa official communication via empire. When you na speculation na ekoswa na nkofo bebrina na omude sansem no etuja. But as we speak, need here Milovan Raivac, pending any announcement from the Ghana Football Association, there he still remains at post as the coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. We and in sema ekoso every Milo camp any Ghana Football Association akachi. yanto aso ne nko piemo World Cup 2022 playoff draw a course so Cameroon over the weekend. Osha no and the final stage teams no betumi akọ through and sana 5 representatives from Africa no betumi akopiemo Qatar 2022. Na de akopiemo and say draw no Ghana any Nigeria and Ebesia in the next round of competition. Now, next round of competition, no, Ebesia here 24th of March. Now, it may be on the 29th of March 2022. Now, Osha other teams are on between Asia or Muhua. Egypt versus Senegal and the other match are between Akoso. Cameroon versus Algeria, and also one of the matches are between Akoso. DR Congo versus Morocco. Now Mali and Tunisia are completely 5 matches are between Akoso. In Timotian also say Ghana and Nigeria, your big match are Ebekosoa, and no and a better determined team are between Akopiemo. World Cup 2022. 2 legs are Yabebo match back Bekoso Ghana. Na second match no etime Akoso Nigeria. We and in summer every Cameroon by Yenremo. Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations. I mean for updates kakra and Bremo efa the Akoso competition. Business end of the competition and I to me do see round of 16 matches no and a chance here. Burkina Faso and Gabon and a ball first match no Limbe Stadium. Limbe na say and a game no here na branch your friend Bertrand Traore ono to me share first goal Emma Burkina Faso and sana nine members of the game no Guira Adama to me share on goal 1-1 and a game no to me edibai we here now 120 minutes of action edibai we no na game no still na 1-1 99 so mutumi resorted to the lotteries of penalty shootouts and Burkina Faso to me converted 7 of them kicks Bobo ko friend Gabon to me converted 6 8-7 and a game na nkasano to me eba we ya sisiano Burkina Faso ya kasei to me aburim was quarterfinals of this year's competition. We and in summer APF Hoswa Eba Yenremo Nigeria match and a second match of the day. Nigeria and Boboko friend Tunisia to me SCI Ramde Ajia Stadium Garua. Now say and I give no echo in the 47th minute of the game no a branch friend you see from Sakni or your captain Emma Tunisiano or no to me enya long range effort to me a BT goalkeeper Maduka Okoye. We Emma Nigeria John to me piano but to me Antikano a branch friend Iwobi Alex Iwobi area game no after 6 minutes and to me red card Nigeria were down by mana na niema ankuye ama game no we and sama APF Nigeria after winning 3 of our group games no and Tunisia after losing 2 of our group games no Tunisia and omutumi eremo quarterfinals of the competition. Technical Director Emma Nigerian Football Federation, friend Austin Eguavon, interim coach Emma Nigeria no after the game no or see Jumedia no nipa beyebi wambeni na interim capacity ni die or the Seahawks see ni die Nigeria new coach free Portugal friend Jose Pesero no and better take over as coach of the Super Eagles ahead of match Ghana ebetumi about we and in summer free eba and then round of 16 matches no and then match day 2 Guinea and Gambia ebesia Kwekon Stadium Bafoussam na Boboko friend Cameroon also Cape Verde Comoros almosia Olimbe Stadium at 7 p.m. Comoros ahead of this game no there are injuries any COVID-19 how mu year pa na Oshese na nyama ekona Comoros team no 12 members and to enya COVID-19 including coach Amer Abdul na Oshese na Jumedian ekona goalkeeping department in there 3 goalkeepers in no mieno Ali Ahamada any Moyat Oisem omunyina omunya COVID-19 and main goalkeeper Salim Ben Boyna no onu de wonya injury after game amune Ghana boy we no coach no confirm say idea an outfield player and the Bejina pool no ma obedapo ama Boboko friend Comoros since we and sema Asia host nation versus Comoros na game emu be de year pa emu so be de year pa yenremo hockey nsemu kakra na remo hockey AFCON hockey tournament so Ghana over the weekend na 7-day event to me so no Hockey Africa Cup of Nations na 11th edition for male and 8th edition for women no to me so by Theodosia Oku Hockey Stadium over the weekend na Ghana Golden Stakes no dia omutumi amfa koto anyankwan was our competition we mo na 5th position and omutumi nya ya win just 1 match after say omutumi chi Uganda by 6 goals to 1 sa and as I can see no etumi ekoye na you be PMO bronze match for men there. Nigeria to me Kenya trying 4-2 to ensure say omo place third competition na final match no so between South Africa and Egypt. Na South Africa and Egypt no 1-1 and a game no to me a barrier and sana penalties. And South Africa to me winning 3-1 to ensure say omo emerge winners of AFCON Hockey Championship so Ghana Theodosia Okun hockey pitch. Yeko PMO mana family dia na bronze match no Kenya and Zimbabwe and share 0-0 when omo to me boy after game no the 4 quarters no ewie no na penalties and Kenya to me winning 3-1 to ensure say omo and third place team yeko PMO women's finals now. South Africa, any Ghana women, and to me, Asia, South Africa, to me, Chief Ghana man also 3-1 to ensure say, or to me, edgy gold or into men, any women in Yanano, South Africa, and a dominating Africa hockey championship course so Theodosia Okun hockey pitch. Now say and Neman etie men's category no sisiane de South Africa omo book a place India 2023 and World Hockey Championship no bet to me akoso na man de omo to me book a place Terrassa was Spain and Amstelveen Netherlands and women's championship no so bet to me akoso South Africa and represent Africa sa two competitions we nyina yeremo Australia Open in Sem kakra na yeremo Australian Open na men's quarter final matches no say and parents ne etie enimnim ya na Gelmont Fees world number 17 and ATP rank number 17 no oni Matteo Berrettini rank number 7 ombeshia quarter finals no Denis Shapovalov number 14 and Rafa Nadal ranked number 6 ombeshia quarter final matches ebeba so no round of 16 matches ne dey yeka say dey eguso ekoso dendenden Marin Cilic world number 27 and Felix Oga Alisiame oni any world number 9 omo match no egusa ekoso dendenden world number 2 I friend Daniel Medvedev oni Maxine Cressy world number 70 omo gina kono dendenden match no there 2 sets and omo boss so far 2-1 in favor of Daniel Medvedev yedini edi game nechi Alex de Minaur number 42 and Yannick Sinner world number 10 ombeshia ene na Stefanos Tsitsipas world number 4 and Taylor Fritz no omo so omo de be face so ene anope into we ene round of 16 matches ebekoso winners no betimi remo quarter finals no yeko PMO mana fem WTA na world number 1 Ashley Barty betimi remo quarter finals no dindindin oni Jessica Pegula and Ebeshia next round of the competition Barbora Krejcikova world number 4 and Madison Keys world number 51 also omo de be face so other quarter final match no Collins about your friend of Collins, Daniel, or no, to me, any Ellis Mertens, share no upset any to me PMO because Daniel Collins, or to me, a win is a match, no 2-1, 2 sets to 1, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, and ultimately Chief Ellis Mertens, so and no, one of the upsets are also another upset, of course, so Ahomachiano, Ellis Cornet, or no, to me, Simona Halep, world number 15. Etwano 2 sets to 1 4-6 6-3 4-6 and world number 61 Alice Cornet and also ultimately Simona Halep other matches are Ebekoso Anopeano number world number 38 our friend Sorana Cristia on the Igas Fiatek world number 9 Ebeshia na Kai Kanepi world number 15 no on the world number 2 Arena Sabalenka and also Omodebe Feso Anope women's ATP tennis competition at Ekoso na Mamenka mu say NBA 75th anniversary edition no eguso Ekoso dindindia Anope utuni into Happy Sports at 9 a.m. no the updates on results at Ekoso nyina ebebremo again no top flight leagues across Europe no weekend we say na games no ekoye no from the English Premier League, German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Spanish La Liga and the French Ligue 1 and who's sending nyina no utuni into Happy Sports at 9 a.m. Alan Green the researcher on Hine Bampo Brenya omutenasia omuden sending nyina ebebremo Happy Sports so and I'm happy morning show sports updates no ABC Total Energies and almost some say I'm Total Energies AFCON updates no ebremo Jumedi no so and 1xBet almost now more time it dey me dey updating nyina from the rest of the world no ebremo Jumedi no so yebada ne ho kakra yebabaka Sami Eshen any editors no ebetina se na happy morning show no etumi atoaso makramo
giving you okay this is my account one bet you at the Akoma or bank now no bank for na arrangement to say for every 1,500 about to account in Mobiano, one more NTMO 200 and fan call account B and no AO savings into automatically when your salary hits your account the bank automatically will deduct 200 na omo edi akoto o savings account na nti no you don't touch it and to say ebia dachi bi no ehho akohia se wo se ukoyi sika bia na odwani akire honom even that u save ebia 200 now after 5 months when you're 1,000 Ghana bia ubetimi edi akobie investment account it will earn you higher yields with any of these investment banks for that matter then EDC4 and amede minimum ehwibomo nso betimi edwani akire ho anase any other that you may be interested in yemfa Ghana kasa and man for na afi yento aso ni ndi nkomando pay. And you're welcome back. Somebody the phone lines no at the atumu obetimi afre was 0244885140 and 0549508687 obetimi afre now near the enkita hwana pen but offer no body baby offer free na fe o radio set na TV set no wolu wano at the amame sene nyina na obetimi edi enkomo wabra I don't have to strain to hear you and there is no feedback and then there is also no delay into fra odini baby our free efina odi abreme 0244885140 waiting for my very first call on my man and rush it na men call Facebook because you see the text messages nkwa and amaka tell me say afidie me de ebeye adwuma e happy morning show no eso nti me say omanfo ni bi e de wo text messages and not wo views and comments no wo e de abreme a na menkan emfa omanfo obetimi enso asende wo de the abrem the handle no a happy 989 FM and I say ETV Ghana. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Samuel.
Yes, sir, Chief.
Uncle Samuel, come on.
Yamia don't match on way.
Yeah, it's your from
yo.
Inkra, Michia, Merifati, any the controversial remo. We are friendly ED or Kazafri Tabora Lodge.
ED train. Friday, what time?
Friday.
Yeah.
Adam fee.
And Saturday is where.
Maybe that one too.
Sir. The same place now you be out and a honor die.
Make cry with that form.
And that form they be because and necessary album. Yanko. What attack you no jam there?
What's me controversial?
What attack you fine. Idi yanko.
You guys maybe sad yet any no press you live in your passion.
Well, Senator Raymond kind technically, minimum there for me, yen pass it.
Because I say yen will be a fresh newspaper be published say ya pass it. It's more from my another second thing to about this SIM registration no. There is any directive say amount for to me at the machines above here and I say at the C point be arrest some for. But
well, I know that corporate organizations be any some of the telcos in the arrangement. For instance, in so any be they go to the churches to go and register them. But as to say one more about individual homes and as a communities there, to be honest with you, I don't know about that. But I know that some organizations, any of my arrangement, they come to them in their churches and co are one more. No registration exercise. Now, that's what I know, but I can't speak to others.
Chuga is ongoing. Koso, I mean, cry Jiska. It's in Pachamoy for my
Mate. Meadows on the place out there, Kofi upon Isaac. Hello, good morning.
Cheno.
Pacho, did you be afraid for opening?
Cheno, I told me I will live in the United States of Kisama.
It's good that you have called and said Chenu. What is the meaning of Chenu?
Chenu is a branch here.
A branch here. They used to call my father Chenu. I didn't know what it meant, but
a branch here.
Then my father was indeed a Chenu.
And now Wunu.
And no, I don't know.
Where you are?
Ima, you haven't brought the woman. You haven't brought the woman.
Me fe wa unfa. Sa wo no ma no me fe wa unfa o.
Me wa what's up there ba me boa.
Oh, nipa na ready o.
Sir.
Only bet you okay. Or come on.
Fine.
Yeah.
Tie. For picture ne send me first.
Okay.
And then the whole day we were more for me 9 p.m.
Nice one.
Driving the office.
Hey, me mean driving him, bra. Okay, enjoy. I won't even enjoy.
Young boy. We must swap back why.
Who the ever cancel with you? Sammy.
Yes.
Dino first, he was talking about SIM card, like Vantage points.
Yeah.
Yes, MTN, ISR.
Okay.
Because me call Achimota opposite filling station, MTN vendor be a whole man on my money. Me check here, star 400 hash, not a comma. Into Omama and Cropon, and not cry even by sorry, registering for people. Into being Yiska.
Okay.
Sammy, me kosono, me say, yes, Abram. Manka OG $27,000.
$270,000.
270,000, yes. Yeah. And no, never woman say bit me a car because Sakina Ramona Okano. Yakti there's a YNT from Ghana Football Association. Oh, and it's a papa be this guy so and they say I send this to you. Because I mean, your school phone cry you one, infrastructure, government cars over OBC and all that, and you see, or that vice president, so Aquaco Shebo, Kim Promise, say OBC Dama appear. I mean, I do we not be the president.
All right.
After 2024, no, would you show a the president? No, it won't happen. David,
Ima, you would have to withdraw. No, before you go, withdraw that statement. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for joining me this morning on the show. 0244-885140. You bet me I can send it without using certain words. Yeah, call channel doesn't allow us to use certain words. Let's be a bit circumspect with our choice of words. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Chief, Pacho, you baby afraid.
Because I took Kumasi.
Yo, Pacho, di mami.
Make this Komna Ashon.
Komna Akwaba.
Yeah, Komokodi.
Yami Adam Yanko.
Asambina Kosu Asante. I'm one member, yes, no, we first saw my own say, Mom, come out in the embassy. The other day, I'm a person that's and found two more. So Ghana ha police at my phone or no Ghana Mara and your one. As I said, maybe some business say Ghana ha police for or no Ghana Mara and the police in Yana.
Ediomo.
Okay. First, I won't say Ghana ha Yakwa Moon Shadanya.
Tie bibi try answer o say bibi cross was anti memo and as answer be say police for Moon Shemrase na. I didn't have cost of
Ghana Brand or Munsha among Kahuana. I
don't mind then.
Okay. So, what as Bokumasi ha motorbike, bateau, Ediba Omamwa, a smuggler, and I say, Mentias, and the motorbike, a smuggler about Ghana as a Ghana more and a
case near then, case in Angasai then.
Motorbike.
And maybe say a case in our day, motorbike and I didn't tell
me. Okay. Oh, what you back me? I tell instruction say, who motorbike car? Ready so lasses moto, nakoya lasses, national element. Who wants an impact as element? Oh, the lasses as a police action. Na police action at the moto, no say, at the moto in the Akoto station. Akoti station and then the almost say motorbike for Yano and Ghana and Shisha.
Matua say, Meadows and a pace of friend Albert Median. So, police in the air home crime say, even with your helmet on, with your motor having a number, with your license or home crime say, or stop you, no Gina, no Bissau, say, AB our license were in for all the children, or Bissau, moto no. For instance, traffic indicators in the area or home crime to do all those checks. Into Minia, a casa, any Jinawa on the Bekasa. Hello, good morning.
Morning, many are not to share.
Nyame adom bato na so e.
Dumo, Jewson, a crown new town.
Yo, yanko.
You live in a alcohol room. Opening, you didn't come. If you live in a alcohol, yes, sir. Now, that I will scab a breeze. I know you live. You, I know you pay for 1 month. You're $30,000. $30,000 in every month. Coachy by Okoye, much Okofanaba. Now, man, $30,000. Now, the Kacham said, I teach him so. Even the president in Ukraine and Ghana only $30,000. So, can you see this in Podia Nanka? Funny, sir. Now, opening $30,000. Wouldn't go on this camera, yes, huh? So that said, what could you show? What you someone 3 months salary? No, 3 months salary, you're $90,000. You're paying for Nadia and Walla. How will you live to a bros? 1 month, you only 1 month, $30,000. You know, it's over for 1 year. For 1 year, 12 months, you know, $30,000. Now, that is the order. And now, we do no more of the bank, or do we this can be? That's how far. Translate across now. What I want to go all that time is I saw to Brofu. Or that's about time on your series or Timbrofu. I said I offer translate and young money buy your money car. No one care like you care for your money petrol. No, I said $30,000. Opening with a I mean, come on, we can't be a member. Now, why do you come here? For
Medras on a pay. So, for now, by Jubilee on a pay. Some questions now be service on a day at this room and with me a year no. At the amount $30,000 a day. Coach no was so doing one TRC. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm about you didn't be a free manager.
Okay, make us a free Kumasi.
Yo.
But your boy, it's going 11 someone and person me count. Make a once. I make us a free Kumasi.
Yo. See, oh, sure, am I intimidating? Come on, too bad. 0244885140. I believe so. We'll take maybe 2 more calls and then that will be it. Now, yeah, twice. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right. 0244885140. Makache me who says see the a few send me text messages in the about my kind. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I'm about you didn't be a free chief.
Opening your friend and I'm Wakwa, make us see S boy, East region opening.
Mini uncle.
And I'll pay Yamia soon and come and wait my phone now.
You
opening and I'll pay G levy in Semna, SS baby. The person will say Yajatu and I say Yanjin to me.
Opening as far as I'm concerned, dear. The last time I'm putting on say 11 was no more can and Antaqua a buyer and no more a coy and Babaka and you who say 11 no as Parliament or Mediatum and as woman to that's what I know.
Opening your best rule. Blaster team na our honor. And for the Ben Pan at the bell of my Ghana, Yabo Blaster Hoka over 40 years a car at home, Yabo Kata. And then there's a coach, $80,000. The translator or the educator $20,000. That higher diamond. Can a near knock or could you blast panel? Not saying any each other, not a heifer and no order, another orty. The best way, Mama or young fat or time, any hour young infant that can moon. The other you are going to need your own Benima Falco, you could and then could you buy which is a bomb portal, while you what tells your voice on your mother, Mark Fadaba. A business for months, no, you know, yes, your family is on. Yes, I'm 3 months, pay no fan come aboard. I'm a big old German senior piano. Get us home. Here to home. See your business no more. Mummy and Solian Cassan be able to one day. Got a IE, the blaster uncle tournament, or man, yes, she, who you need captain, discussing and a down opening. The best home. You need school dying. You need to fire young moment. You're quite any. Secretary of blaster home. You're quite any school. Can I make some fast so? When the money will be the mutual and more power. Because money is work out that out.
Maybe I say no pay so for now by Jimmy. So intimate and fat call BAP. But I think that Raymond, there is some education we need to do. Yeah, most of the times, and I say that as well. That I didn't think you osumesi this amount of money. Na your man penny kura mponi sika indrusa. We pay for expertise of an individual.
Yeah.
We pay for expertise of an individual. Okofa engineer, so omrambe jumamao. Now you know that the engineer is capable of fixing or building a bridge for you. And engineer na se mejo $30,000. Untimi nkase me man penny edge 10,000 Ghana cedis inti mean to $30,000.
Yeah.
We need to get that.
That's
we pay for expertise. And yentimi nkase because of man penny or man penny intino there's a cap. There's a cap with that cap being on man penny na ketua and will be intimate about that. Where I have a concern is on Mampeni be awarded 20,000 Ghana cedis. Now CEO of a state agency on Mampeni Fano edge 80,000.
You are paying for expertise.
No. No.
CEO. Expertise.
No. You see? No. Before that CEO got there, before that minister got there, there are technical directors who are there. There are experts who are there. And so you go there to just be a manager. For me, I disagree with that situation where we have CEOs, heads of institutions and agencies of government collecting more than 1% of this country. That, I don't see any sense in it.
So, I disagree.
I don't.
So, your fan is a
state housing. State housing.
Yes.
Now state housing CEO. I just catch on my penny. Now why CEO? I just catch on my penny. I mean how?
If the CEO of state enterprise, state housing, say qualified engineer, or if you are an architect, and I be any expertise, no, DBA, on them say we dear, or fanako shahwa, the expert knowledge, and all the kakora haye juma. So you are paying for expertise. No. Again, if you take Samuel Oku to National Lottery. Samuel Oku is going to that organization to manage the place based on the expertise. I will lotto game no. And I will a friend is saying the of how to manage an organization based on inefficiencies in the course. You are paying for the expertise as lotto boss. Ufa obiako to, and ufa obiako GNPC, and ufa obiako NPA. Sammy, what do you know? Because on themselves, legal frameworks not here.
No.
Governance structure not here. You know, downstream, upstream, industry not here. Expertise.
When you take somebody to, let's say, ECG, Ghana Water Company,
or engineer,
BOST,
yes,
NPA, all those places,
yes,
there are competent engineers who are already there.
Sammy, but all corner. You see,
Raymond.
The back stops with the CEO. The back stops with the CEO.
In the industry itself,
stops with the CEO.
We know how much they pay architects. Yeah. In the industry, we know how much they pay engineers. In the industry, we know how much they pay any other technical individual. How much they hover around. Sika wamu etia. Ebia 15,000. Ebia 20,000. Private one at Onyan Sika Obitmania be 100,000, 20,000. He is a private man who is doing business. But those within a certain sphere, no, they don't collect that amount of money. We peg it around the industry rate. But in this instance where we are a state owned industry, and I say state owned enterprise, state owned company.
Ordinary expertise now.
No, I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. There should be a streamlining. There should be a streamlining.
We don't have a salary cap here.
If 300 more air by the company.
But even a dormant state agency, na CEO Jenisika no.
Sammy.
No.
They're not dormant.
No.
And you want to state housing for.
We don't want to mention. We don't want to
state housing for no.
Sammy, who call NPS here? Activity cost.
Look.
It will hear top brains. You
No,
see,
no,
Sammy.
no, no, no,
You see,
no,
you see. As some idea we finish say. Okay, Sammy.
No,
Or the
no.
cost state institution now got 2 salary no so. No. Or the okwa now got 2. Okwa now got 2 there no.
Mama told me no ma. I say wo na proba me ba.
Okwa now got 2 there no.
Oba me ba.
No.
Oba me ba. Na me be the president o ma we say more.
On your salary.
Let me magic. Maybe I hold you on me for how hot through. I hold you on me for hot through. Hey, na be say come on me na me near you. I hold you hot through. Magic market here. Magic market here. But you see, Raymond. Look. Last week you read the story say there has been an adjustment of our expenditure.
There are adjustments.
Is there the sector for me na America?
20%.
20%.
Yeah.
Look, I always say, the day politicians will be realistic to their citizenry, their burdens will be taken over. They will carry no burdens no more. If the politician knows that I am getting 1 billion Ghana cedis at the end of every month, and now with that 1 billion Ghana cedis, this is what I am capable of doing with that 1 billion Ghana cedis. The burden of that politician is lifted. That you tell your people, that's why they are giving the opportunity to come and read the budget. That's why there is a State of the Nation address given by His Excellency the President. The President tells us, "O man for yesika at the end of the day, yenye 20 Ghana. 20 Ghana, the say, for now, you're focusing on the educational sector, you're building infrastructure for the educational sector. That is the focus. The next 2 years, and I say the next 3 years, Ghanaians will know, say, this is the focus of the administration with the limited revenue they have. But what I say?
Yeah.
Then we move on to other aspects. Baby, your name say, obviously, there are loopholes. I'm for taking advantage of. There is wastage. I'm for taking advantage of. We block all those. We tighten and strengthen your anti-corruption agents. Look, we will have so much. But in the instance where all we are looking to, and I always weep and I always cry when we make attempts to say, you justify the pumping of money to stabilize your currency. Look, Singapore, Malaysia, what happened?
Yeah.
What we have to tell our citizenry is say, look, the next 10 years, the government's lifestyle of spending money to stabilize the local currency against other forex, rather than spending that money on stabilizing it, that money, we are giving it to Yenfan say, yen fisher folks, and I say we are giving it to our poultry farmers.
Yeah.
What I say? Yen poultry farmers, yen rice growers. The next 10 years, that's what we are going to do.
Yeah.
It is obvious that the city will not be able to match the other forex. But in 5-6 years, we would have empowered our poultry farmers, would have empowered our rice growers, so much so that there will be abundance of rice. When there is abundance of rice, the hunger situation would go down. We would need more forex, we need to change more of our money to get dollar. Within 10 years, you are self-sufficient as a nation. But what we rather do is to spend on the macroeconomic sector of your economy, which does not translate into the micro. Now then, you catch it so, oh, you CD to a dollar ratio, you say inflation, you say, but only panabra bomono, and this one.
Yeah.
So that's what nations have done in the past, and then they've been able to stabilize and they are growing.
Economists, Mame addressed 2 issues and Sana callers no fair even besides E11 near Pasiana. Some at the committee level. At the committee level, it has been passed. In Tiasia Juma to the extent say Omo approve E11 at the committee level. Now, the air say Yadepe say bill a E11 each and a legislative framework no. After I say before the House on Beji Penny say young passes our bill into law. Into a whole energy no, but technically in it at the committee level, penny for Ajipenia say 11 no. Dear, I said to me, based on vote, I course no. Okay. Now, Coach Milovan Rajvac.
Debut.
Yes.
You know, it's like at the committee level.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is a subset of
yes.
Parliament, the entire one.
The minority is still minority at the committee level.
That's correct.
And so they may disagree at the committee level.
Yes.
But the majority having the majority,
yes. Until it has been approved at that level.
Yes, but that is with the disagreement.
Yes, but no, the disagreement doesn't come.
It doesn't come
majority,
in. I understand.
If majority,
but you see, when it comes to the House,
yes,
that lingering at the end that's whole.
Yes, yes. So
about House now.
So
House, and for instance, at the moment, if you read some of the stories, I almost majorities are almost retreat. I mean, the first deputy speaker makes the case that look, they should have it at the back of their mind. Say, at the end of the day, they can't rely on the speaker, and so it is going to be he sitting in the chair, and then the independent candidates joining them, which is going to make the 137. And so their members must at all costs always be in Parliament.
Yes.
So point is, we are going to come down to that level again.
I mean, you see, e-levy as a policy, and as Jumedia buying per se or the raising funds on its own, it has been approved. Now, legal framework, legal framework, I did because e-levy bill, no.
Yeah.
I know as I say Parliament to me to aba, it will now become a dear betia.
Exactly.
I
agree with you.
Yes.
I agree.
Now, Sammy, in conformity, Brian Amukasa family Milovan Rajvac, say, coach, it's $30,000. In some ayatiti and he says, I mean, the coach, no, Nanka, the contract, no, and by you, I can't bear a 1 year and a contract now by you. Now, the coach is holding out for the entire Sikana. And can see out in the contract no will come her. We are told an offer has been made say between 3 months, which will amount to $270,000 now. Coach now rejected. And only reports are ever. It's Milovan Rajvac there. Now Sema and I still meet I work no. But I mean on the salary of the coach, no. Osha Africa Milovan Rajvac is the 10th highest paid coach of Africa Uko Morocco say Vahid Halilhodzic, Yamotiano $89,000. Carlos Queiroz, Egypt, $85,000. Algeria, Jamel Belmadi, $65,000. Cameroon, Antonio Conceição, $59,000.
Wow.
Javier Clemente, Libya. What a Libyan football model. Omo Tiamu coach no. $59,000. DR Congo, Hector Cooper, $55,000. Nigeria, Gernot Raw, now $55,000. South Africa pay Hugo Bruce $50,000. Ivory Coast, Patrice Baumel, $35,000. Ghana, Milovan Rajvac, $30,000. Senegal, Lucy say $27,000. Michel Dussouye, Benin, Gratiamuko, $28,000. Mauritania, Corrington Martins, $30,000. And it is, I mean, Sika Betia coach, depending on the CV or the real Jumano. Now, Osha saw a heavy. Now, because Osha coach is to say Halilhodzic of Morocco and Carlos Queiroz. These are well traveled coaches. And Omufino, a Sumbo ye. And it is, I mean, Obia Oka say, and a coach in a Tianica Bebre, no. So we are paying for expertise. Until Osha na Milo based on performance or coordinate, you know, and Fatase money $30,000. I know a different argument.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tono back community and San Afe, the editors in the Kansas and your ending command pay. So now, do you want to become financially independent? We at EDC Investments Limited can help you start an investment plan for your future with peace of mind. Don't leave your future to chance because it go be in 70 and you don't plan. Think smart, invest now. Visit any EcoBank branch and start investing with EDC today, or log on to www.ecobank.com/swam to complete an investment application form. You can also call EDC Investment Limited on 0302 634 165 or send them a WhatsApp on 059 523 5065 to get started today. EDC Investments Limited is a member of the EcoBank Group. With EDC, financial independence is possible. And Monday, Cheesy Pizza for Semen Country said they are open and you can walk in during the day and grab some pizza and now say some very nice jollof rice with some grilled chicken, and to walk into Cheesy Pizza East Legon and enjoy a good meal this afternoon. The patrol one more above Compute Ghana East Legon, American House Junction Honoma, and to waiting now no more Eddie and Commando pay SIM card registration exercise no Egusua El Koswo and to the patrol. Make sure that you register. Some of us, we have gotten our churches doing the registration for us, and to Bombardier say also betting alcohol and acquire or registration. No, say Vodafone, say Airtel, Tigo, say MTN. Please try and get your SIM card registered. But you can start the process with *404#, and then you can continue the process at or service provider. No, Mr. Okwa for Ghana card no na fe make sure say o a digital address no na onso no register CBB ho na onti asia for 0800110622 na one womo ND and komo NLA Atina game no aba no more switching between draws, nails and goals. With few clicks, Atina gives you the chance to win cash prizes, smartphones, replica jerseys, match tickets, fuel coupons, electrical appliances such as kettles, irons, fridges, microwaves, soundbars, and many more every week. All you need is 2 Ghana cedis on your Momo wallet on all networks. Dial *780# and follow the prompt to predict a year. 5 jersey numbers of Kumasi Asante Kotoko Accra Hearts of Oak. Get 3 to 5 out of your selected jersey numbers to be drawn, and you are a winner. Now, for the grand prize at the end of the season, winners go home with Toyota Aja Saloon card or expensive paid trips to Dubai, 50 flat screen TVs, and many more. How cool is that? Yentinase na yendi enkomo our happy morning show no so the draw for the Atina game is held every Monday. And Minya Obetimi Abobide, realize your dreams with the NLA Atina game. Dial *780# now and follow the prompts. Terms and conditions apply. Only 18 years and above, Minya Untimi in this agro SAB. Baby, I will be now with him. But Nase, now you ending come our happy morning show no so na Minya Obetnasia na a friend is saying, oh, send no comments in Nadeba. And so, baby. Na unia bi onti happy morning show na se obi ni di nkoma ka chen se menua nkoma na mudi ni munjai na montena se na yenye happy morning show no ho adwuma ne enfa your comments no embre omanfo ba bia wo bia no unia bi se wonfa na fidie nto ha ka chen se munja nkoma na montena se ni nkoma no ba bia wo bia ne cheche ya dwene enti menua wait any information kakra me de ema wo. Like I said, you can follow me personally on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. My handle is Samuel Eshen GH. Samuel Eshen GH. The Eshen I spell ESHUN. ESHUN. Samuel Eshen GH. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and let's get interactive. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. If you like me, I'll like you back. Now, you build a solid platform for ourselves. Some idea. Minianum Abekam inside Miniomo ABD and Como. The next 50 minutes there. Yedi and Como David Tamakle Elman Chansuna Openi Ya Obin Menusu Elman Chan Yebashi and Comono. Dave, morning.
Wonderful.
David. Who didn't send the class and meeting our commerce? Shall I share with you? I'm saying besides so. I love the color. Uglo. You're glowing. I said, head of company shining. I said, head is shining. I think I think come back to a million. Yeah.
Sorry.
So the only problem. Who's the only problem?
Amen.
Only problem. So the only problem.
Amen.
Only problem.
Amen.
Only problem.
Amen.
Only problem.
Amen.
And I may say, check with side.
Amen.
Only problem.
And I'm ready.
I know your home. I also hear. Check with side.
Amen.
Check with side.
It's not easy.
When you have Jaffa,
I feel say na you want what in the team come.
Amen.
Na ya say Asia has a din come offer o my Ghana your church ya join.
Amen. Well, as always, when you say I feel the Asia, Ebia in Zambia Kosoa the past 2 weeks, we feel each other can once, but when you are Aquina can once, Dave, I'm in say less than 5 minutes.
Okay, Sammy. Michel na Michel etifo na hwefo nyina happy TV hana hwefo ne etiefo papa wo pa na yeda body ase osama yenkwani ahonde se asabetena chair management na se chairman management ase se omo egbom ekoso bochi don mawe se dwume sami me kosu fast
and so now we'll try so boy social media handle no a happy 989 FM
a happy 9
ETV na at the radio so happy 98.9
okay,
FM
okay say you know mo ya decrement okay so Anopay what I would like to talk about Sambia Hamipa I've observed it the past couple of days and I don't know why we are still acting so I don't know how to put it but Ushe say National Identification Authority roll out registration process. They have intensified it to enable the SIM registration to go smoothly. Now, me share the air course war, the registration centers. Now, Sifim Kakra.
Okay.
And I'm worried about it because we have in the Vice President of Ghana a person who touts his credentials when it comes to digitization. Of course, we all know, say, he came in as a supposed economic risk kid. And all of a sudden, he has taken interest in digitization. And I've been observing it keenly because I know the wealth of digitization to our economy. So I was following keenly until me try say me yes a NIA registration. Now uko baby to say NIA head office. Now who a doma eguho on any day every day apart from Sundays. Who doma eguho. E biko ho kodaho. So just to have their registration done. A doma eguho no at any day you see not less than 200, 500 people in a guho. Na process no. Eko be omo mu jump into kwa esi ni yina. But of course police for home. But na me be some say if we are championing digitization, and my a friend say yes I dey na they don't go and they don't pour themselves at one place the way we are doing it. Couldn't somebody stay behind his computer or some app developed and people can queue in their details? I mean, I think that is more civilized if digitization is very necessary as we've come to see it. I think say it needs directive. Now who said the I think even an ordinary mind can see say if you allow people to stay behind their computers and queue in their details in a certain form or whatever, at the end of the day, what the NIA is supposed to do, they can even program it such that people who input their names in this data can go there and take pictures on a scheduled date, so that it looks organized. And the small organizations ain't mean.
Is it not premised on the assumption say computer
no, but at least we know say, I mean, certain age groups are exposed to computers.
Okay.
We know what the internet penetration is. So we can actually program it so that certain age groups can have this thing done within their comfort of their zone. I'm also more space. I'm also more. And she say a friend saying, Mr. Digitization, Dr. Baumia, he needs to look more organized than it is now. I know he's not in charge of NIA.
Professor Kenneth also.
Of course, as for he gets. I mean, it is Baumia who touts this digitization thing. We all know. So yes, Professor Atefua is there, but the Vice President, if this is your baby, so that we don't see it scattered like we've seen the economy, being destroyed in front of us, in spite of his prowess that have been touted. I think that he should take it more serious and look at these areas, because if he's going to be campaigning
to replace the president. These are the things. It's going to be about your achievements, and if you pick digitization as your one of your triumph cards, you should look everywhere that there's digitization. It should look more organized. It should make the people feel comfortable about it.
Okay.
And I think that he can give that directive to.
But for a SIM card re-registration exercise, we saw pressure ya come has
But I mean, the whole SIM card registration is problematic. Look at it. They said you can only use your national ID card to register. We have just gone through a rigorous registration exercise for what's the name? Election. And the data has been collected. The SIM card, what's the name? The telcos themselves collect data. I don't know why somebody can't match this data to make the work simpler. And each of these one, we are spending so much money on it, we are spending so much time on it. When these people go and sit there for 3 days, even 24 hours, we are losing productive hours. We are losing a whole lot of, and we are exposing them to health risks and putting so much pressure on the NIA, which we could have avoided.
All right.
So I think, I mean, he really needs to look there, and whoever is interested must, because this SIM card registration thing, I have my own issue about it,
right.
But it's for another day too.
Right. Yeah, Amenje, we need to comment on any matter that you feel deserves attention, but it's not getting.
Your chair at T4, I'm on winning after Shapa, and then paying for an age my phone, and I say, O my boy, now, a man bedrooms and peppensy. Some ocean air coso and crying any other parts of Ghana. I say there's effort by government to address some of the challenges a war road and so and can't chrome. I'm talking about acquire a did the chrome be as I buy a to an more be ama asphalt almost every part of Accra some major improvement. Na say I buy car so bema and cry about be crabeshe. I buy the and say obema akwan so ay kama. And into my Greater Accra Regional Minister Ura Henry Korte car odi bibia ba say operation clean your frontage. Wo hwe say ne aban CC akwan ana akwan CC e wo krom e koso no. Say e fie ramo so e be CC omofie anima e be man cry ayefe. Inti ye share a few rafomo in cry say anamuntu a aban a to the CC mantemu anasa akwan no omo so enye omo de na cry emra and cry member ye kura anya just in cry but all other towns and cities in Ghana no and so embe krabehwe na amanfo nka say indeed anamo a aban ka so obetu na man cry aba be krabehwe no sa anamo no atimi akwa kuwie pe. For politics, we say I still have some a minute or two. I think over the past week, Urako Jobunsu, NDC, was signed the idea, was Ababeka say, Yamea don't as a party need be quiet. Obakwa Kojina na Nientia or Casa, no, and an Nientio Peso Jina, and I say, or say MPP for say, Uramahama, I am competent. Pasanso are corrupt and Ura Mahama into an amor and as NDC into an amor any tag name free ho. And inti no Urako Jobunsu or Pese Ujina say NDC for delegates and man of kind or midi party name. And as my maybe son say the last time na party ni be quino party ne de filing fee by an or chain. So potential presidential candidate, potential leader of the NDC, and probably a potential president of Ghana. When Timian raised a filing fee of 300,000 Ghana cedis to lead your party, and you now say when the filing fee is likely to go up. And you know, sir, or person catch Ura Mahama say or incompetent and corrupt. You should just tell him, rather than to hide behind NDC flag bearership race. No, I can say MPP for say. No, Urako Jobunson. No, they no eka. Does he believe what MPP is saying? For which reason he thinks that Mahama should not be the candidate of the NDC in the 2024 election?
I'm sure even the MPP don't believe it themselves anymore.
Well, I'm not inviting your opinion on this, because when you went on tangent and were making all the claims, when you know very well, say your friend is saying same registration, ongoing same re-registration, no, sebi you, but you try to find a way to link Baumia just because it suits your agenda, and I obviously didn't interrupt you because for a good reason, especially on the days that you wear jacket, I will not interrupt you.
All right.
Because it makes me look like you. Of course, me kind of bear affected something, but you are not patronizing Made in Ghana products.
I said Made in Ghana the crown.
Apiati, any and some if you over. So far, some support has gone. Vice President Akohonum, NADMO, security agencies, Yomodima, and I pay your state housing for daily graphic. One more Akopimo, also Mukusi, amount for that, no more career assessment, no more assess here, no more SEC dying. Our Honum investigations, suspension of the license of Maxam 4, and so our Honum. The account of the police are the motor rider supposedly causing accidents, one is to say at the end of Crampo Moka say, oh no, and you know, BBC uncle so. Yeah, I'm a fan and I'm views on what happened at Apiati.
Same Sebi Nipa Wua, Obi and Hobetim Dinaba as assessing Jin Coupon. Inti Yakoni Benina, no saying a free fear. Mpa ye born say nyame fa ye nkono fa ye mra e wa asombium ne meto ye mma na ye mmanom ene ne ye yerim so babi on beko bia nyame fa om nkono fa om mra ene ne ye mpa ye ba ye nyina ye born da bia enti se nkwanhia se isi a ya na ya it doesn't really matter the number of people are on be free, and I said the number of people affected at any point in time and say bibi ati say no it misi ya brabo we san say nipa no say bi oyeskani so yo hia ni once ya owa hoden nko ade otimi koba enti bibi say si ya na eya reho esan so ya and I wish that such things will not happen, but of course we are humans and so these things are most likely to occur. You see chrono cry no edin no ebimu ya no ebimu spell no APPIATSE ebimu so spell no APPIETSE, but the tiebia no nkwanhia no same megidi say of course say abanye tu anamo a o tu no, but before I even come to that, Osheni yesi na any account na eba na at niema bebre Ghana Fire Service any omo nimdie ewo explosives no niema omo de tuya say nkwanhie si a, and it is something that happens in Ghana. And can say bia wo say tanker bia petrol wom and I say diesel wom na tanker na nya nkwanhia wo be ho say Ghana for afa galama your friend ko 4 gallons no omode air cheap petrol no. Of course we have been lucky say yenya friends say tanker explosion ama adia your friends NCCCSC, but in Nigeria and other places sometimes they see over 200 over 300 people no mwashi whom you can't just account for them. You just assume because based on the number of people around, then you assume say, okay, this is potentially the likely number of people who are more affected. Utie account according to those accounts, I'm say I didn't see driver ni na waka car no ono ankasa enim ne na ewo car no enti no si fam na na waka kira manfo say mamo meho ensu agya Ghana for asode ne insecurity yakwa akogina ho na ye twa pictures and ye video, and according to report no omo na omo twa pictures video no omo na omo ye no And these are some of the things that say you can't sometimes for can't say bibi say here. Say kasa twon ho a enya adwembone bi nti na mmom no twon ho for your own safety. Picture na wo twa sabi dem fa so now dey hear dem fa so na was video na video no say na ato ewu no. Oh. And such things momenya careful. Ye Ghana for ye nipa BBC a to say bi obo se nkrofo mienu eko. Instead say be kwa akopata no na e gina ho na e video na e twa pictures just because we want to float it on social media and get what out of it. So back to the substance. Oshe reporter, and I'm happy government is setting up a committee to look into it. It sounds enema etise, wudia etise no. Sabi so the ko baby it must follow a certain protocol. But for the account that we are being told, say your friend say car no ni moto eni nya nkwanhia ena ejato moto num ebi mo say abobo ya bi na ne ba bi na bi ato o say bebre. But I think say company no and Western Regional Security Coordinating Council they should be accountable for this. It sounds say you know ya jitum say car no explosives na wom. Enti air co from babia air co de co company in the site no. There should have been a motor rider leading that we say. Because I'm saying a motor rider and I say be odi car na ma sabi amen. Ye de buo e masa riders no. The moment you see a motor rider, it does say obiti car no. Sometimes cry no we say car na motor no leading cry no a unlicensed. But we entertain those things. And to say no motor rider and a car na ma. There was nowhere sabi a so-called motorbike and as a bobo ya be na just say all cross it. And that is why I think say security or rules were breached, and those who did it should be punished for that. And I'm happy the Lands and Forestry Minister Bujinapo and through the government or the government through the Lands and Forestry Ministry has set up a committee to look into it. The minority is also demanding independent inquiry into all those things. Niebema Sani Ebi NCBM is all that we are looking for. It is not for anybody's friends, anybody's intention or interest. Say me ye we dey go asoma say anaso benti anima say. Because I'm the one who know. Say bi time nkwanhye ana blast na eba no. Blast na mi say microphone mo twa video no mo ye hefo NDC for na MPP for. Omo ye asantifo ana omo ye amunafo ana so there bi. It was an accident. And at that time, no wa wo bia no we obey a victim. Enti yenya nhyehyɛ and bibi say no esia eboya ma yetu anamo a yehwɛ yɛn nhyehyɛ mu. Ye ho kan ɛbɛfa so asan nhyehyɛ no betimi abɔ yɛn ho ban yi. Enti anamo a aban etu so obɛyɛ nhyehyɛ mu na atimi ama perpere yɛn no kraba bɛda adi na ɔmo a ɔmo anya ɔmo adwuma yi asotwe a ɛfata sɛ yɛde twe ɔmo no. I support that. And I believe say Ghana for nyina yenya careful with nkwanhye sia enkanka nkwanhye a ekura enema a betimi ablaste. Wona nka kwan so bon say bi nkwanhye bi asi petrol na nipa edimrika enkanka kron kitenkete no omo dimrika e de omo gallons e ko edi akoniaba and same uko twesa petrol no na odi go gallon no ma. Apart from maybe a taxi drivers or more chrome or money said this is what we do. Baba beton. Why pana Ukraine car or the chema or Pakika Naga say, Pacho met some when she BCS said, I'm more chrome much petrol into me petrol in Beato. Nobody would do that. Oh. And you're careful and come here, we are only new benyao. And I yame sabi, Yame was shared the mobia, and on him a wiano. Ephraim Ashase. And Tinya Butre. Na yen hwe ye ho yi yen nimra so ye say enya ade ye fe o hwe a whole community as I say afena state house and for e kwa yen hwehwe how long will it take anche kra no bia be bosomi nsia ansana but ukọ and say state house and for sit down enya kwa wo Yeah, and say yeah, they check. You pay a certain quota, and sign a one be. And you know, yeah, patch out. Yan share yan ni yan share yan na muntu mi na yan nim raso se bibi sina ka se yan twe ho a yan twe ho ne yan jai sebi sa ehwehwe ni mu ni sekuro no say I want to be the first to have a video and float it out on social media, and then what do you get out of that?
I cut 2 minutes mimbisa the shutdown of Maxam company no it must be premature. You taking this saying?
Well, Ebimukura also question why the chief inspector of mining has also been interdicted. But Same, all these persons are elements who has something to do with the CNO. You are setting up a committee to investigate. As same way, do you want to say, company na ne and I said, no so much I'm conscious, so company should still operate. I'm not sure that's what those who are criticizing the decision are suggesting.
Me kazanko for no. My position is that this is an off-site incident. It didn't happen at the site.
Yes.
And so, say an investigation of an off-site incident, how does it affect the activities of the mining company?
Okay. It happened off or outside the office.
Yes.
But what led to it? Wasn't that the company decision? Was that decision not taken by the company? It was a decision taken by the company. And so that decision, if the company were minded...
So investigations cannot go on whilst...
I'm saying that if the company were minded and had followed due process, because don't forget that there are processes to be followed for transportation.
How do you know that they didn't follow?
But Sammy, that's what we are...
The investigations are ongoing.
So if they follow due process, I'm not sure this... Of course, accident is an accident and anything is possible.
Yes.
But I'm saying that if due process were followed, I'm not sure this thing would have been the way it is.
So for instance, let's take the scenario of the motor rider. You see, if that account is anything to go by, because I've read elsewhere the guy is denying saying you're on the course here. Let's work with that motor rider and the Kobomu. It is the investigations that will review whether it was a head-on collision, whether the motor rider came from the side, wherever the motor rider would have come from for this to have happened. We don't know. And so then how does it become... whether even if there was a dispatch rider in front of him, and then this motor rider had come from the side, what shows that the motor rider not Ediomachi and Odukobomo? All those angles. It is the investigations that will reveal those.
Of course, the investigation will uncover all the things that happened. Yeah. And for me, the suspension of the operations of the company is in order. For me, it's in order, and I believe that all persons connected to it, all persons who were to ensure that processes were followed, should be interdicted. All persons and all organizations who were supposed to ensure, because some sebi ye nyina ye pesca but sebi ye sika no emro nipa nkwa so sebi yes obeka se community na esi ye no obeka se ebia na sa community no in terms of ebia economic power, that community doesn't matter. But sankrofo no sebi they were not dependent on your friends accompanying for their lives. They were going about their duties. And so those lives, and that's why people say that, look, government must provide environment for people to do their work. And you know, those communities, poor or rich, were going about their business. An action of the company, and if due processes were followed, if all the transportation arrangement were followed as prescribed by law, maybe something lesser, or maybe this thing wouldn't have happened at all. And let all persons involved, let all persons connected take responsibility for what has happened.
Especially at the time when we know that there's a third party involved, which was supposed to be responsible for the transport of these explosives to the mining company.
Yeah, which is the police.
No, the third party is a company called Athens. Woman air transport. Anyway, Dave.
No. But it's a national issue, and so if there's an oversight somewhere, the attention of whoever is in charge should be drawn to it. Because if we feel that the other company that was involved in terms of transportation and others have been left behind or left out, the attention of the ministry should be drawn to it, so that, because some essentially more we should all support it. But there should be some form.
The reason why I'm asking all these questions is that friend is saying, "Me na be a mining company, no." Friend is saying, "Makache, yeah, so for all these years I've been in business, you are the one who has been supplying me explosives, and so you are bringing me the usual explosives. I'm a mining activities. Now, in Quenchia, we say, about BC. You see, investigations." But as to what I said, third party now, when contracting is one bring supplies of the explosives. No? So follow a procedure, and that's one follow procedure. No? Then suddenly, even before investigations reviews anything, you say you're shutting me down. And yet necessarily my company that was bringing the said product.
No, I agree. So, I mean, we should raise those issues and let the public and let the government become aware of the fact that it cannot just be a Muslim alone, but the third company, which was more or less the source, should also not be left out. All persons involved, that's why I said earlier, all companies and all persons involved should not be left to go until proper investigation is done. And I'm sure the minister has actually stated it. I think he said it on Newsfile as Saturday or so, being interdicted or your licenses being suspended itself, and yet an indication, just so that investigation will be smooth. And if this is coming up now, I mean, I'm not sure the government should have anything to lose in ensuring that all persons connected are investigated to make sure we have a decent report, and then it will guide us in future business as far as mining and transportation of explosives are concerned.
All right. Dave, let me do comment on this matter.
Sammy, as I see last week, I will appear to is it appear to or
you'll be able to
be able to a rehosem bebre. Now rehosem no say something untoward had happened. Now rehosem say this accident I see was totally avoidable if everybody who was in line to do what is expected had done their work well. We ended up wiping almost a whole community, destroying properties, embedding lives, losing lives. Sammy, the way government and its operatives are handling these incidents is even threatening to be the most pathetic way of handling things. And me say the way our government handles has a issue appears say the same way our handle governance. And I think is that he Yao used the word incompetence earlier in his submission on, I think, Kojo Bonswe. This is the most incompetent way of handling things. Now, why am I saying that? Accident, you see, Obi manufacture a friend saying, that's Muslim, manufacture explosives. The protocol, I mean, their business is that or manufacture explosives now. Company for EFA, their work is transportation. EFA. Now, company be actor explosives no if Muslims so. And another company AG contract no to transport it to Muslims. On the way, an accident happened. And we are being told that the chief inspector of mines has been suspended because by the LI 217 or is it 2117, he is in charge of the inspection of manufacture of explosives, transportation, and all that. So the man has been asked to go home or suspended pending investigations. Sammy, as we speak here, as we all sit here, I dare see what appears, apart from the video evidence, we do not know exactly what happened. Because we have heard different versions of what happened there. I have heard an account by Kusifori, and I was listening to him, I was dumbfounded. What exactly is he saying? That somebody got down, a driver got down and went to ask the school children to go and to leave the school because there's an explosion, and so he hasn't done anything. I mean, who told him that? Who told what? We have heard the motor rider said that he did not collide with any transport. Whether or not he did or not, it is only investigation that can establish this. So why is the minister sitting in Accra asking people to go home? The minister, as in charge of natural resources, when he came to office, has he even taken his time to go through the books as to what exactly happens in this mining site? The transportation, production of this explosive, transportation of it, and how it is delivered. Has he ever done that? So who should be resigning?
You don't know that for sure.
Please. Yes, just as he didn't know.
You are just guessing.
Just as he doesn't know what.
You are just guessing,
please,
David.
Can I?
But I'm sure, Dave,
no,
I'm sure.
You can't just make a sweeping statement like that.
Can I be allowed
the
to
Minerals
make my
Commission
point?
would obviously be giving the minister updates.
And so the update is that the man slept on his job. That is that his conclusion? I think the minister doesn't have what it takes to take that decision.
How?
And I'm saying that
he's a sector minister.
If it's just based on assumption, what he did is actually based on assumption. But because as we are here, we all don't know what exactly happened. You were accusing the bystander who may have taken videos, but for those videos, what would he have seen? And and you cannot even prove that those who took the video were those who died. It was an accident.
But that's what I'm saying, that it is such investigations that will let us know exactly what is happening.
So why is the minister not resigning himself?
Because?
Why is the minister?
Because
look, the minister sat in the Flagstaff House there. When illegal mining was going on, they were taking bribe. Allegedly, they were taking bribe in the Flagstaff House.
Who and who?
I'm coming. Please,
David.
Can I finish my point?
No. But you.
Can I finish? We've seen videos of ministers. And they are apparatchiks taking bribe.
Which minister?
Look,
name them. Name them.
I hope you've not forgotten the incidents of
name them.
What's this guy? When this excavators issue happened, the guy who was taking bribe was caught on tape taking bribe.
You said minister, so name them.
I mean, they work for these guys.
Name them.
The minister.
Which minister?
Jinapo. Was what's her name? A chief of staff, deputy chief of staff at the Flagstaff House when the thing happened. And he was mentioned in connection with this excavators issue.
Please, David,
I don't like what you are doing.
No. But the things you can't come here and denigrate somebody.
Let me come in.
No, you can't come and denigrate somebody.
Let me come in.
You can't come here and denigrate somebody just because you think the person is not here. You can have your way.
Remo, Dave, you are referencing Mr. Bisu.
Yes, very well.
Referencing Mr. Bisu. Fine.
And did he mention Abu Jinapo?
Yao is saying is that Mr. Bisu is not a minister. And so his demand for a minister's name is legitimate. If it was Mr. Bisu you wanted to mention. Unless, of course, we are talking about Professor Frimpong.
Do you know Frimpong Boateng? Was he not a minister?
And what's the name of the current minister?
I said, do we know? I mentioned ministers. I didn't even mention name when you said. I was saying that Jinapo, if he thinks that he has the mandate to ask someone to suspend someone, he himself should have been suspended by now. Because it happened under his ministry.
And so he had no right to take action.
What action? And action must be legitimate.
Because an incident has happened. But let's establish this. I'll let him. I'll let him. But I'm saying that as a mercy, the person under whose sector an incident has happened, has directed or has issued certain directives
based on what?
Based on what has happened.
Yes, but what does he know about what has happened? Or what do you know about what has happened?
Sammy,
when it is now
wait,
investigating.
Wait. Are we not aware that there has been an explosion?
Yes.
So is that something for that alone form a basis for a decision to be made?
No, what caused the explosion? Do you know what caused the explosion?
But that's the reason why
that is why there's an investigation.
Yes.
So would you allow for the investigations to be completed? So that a preliminary one will indicate that it was as a result of this or that.
Sammy, I'm a bit confused about what you're
You should be confused.
Your position because you are not being clear. So the thing is that one, the minister had no right, or the minister had no decision.
I have not said so. I haven't said so.
But you said on what basis?
I asked the question.
On what basis was that decision made?
Yes, mine was linked to Maxam. What's the basis?
No, but it's not Maxam alone. There are other partners involved. And so that's why I suggested to you. I said earlier that look, we are building a nation. What I say, as a decision has been made. And it has now come to
why the decision is founded on what? Decision the engineers are saying because Asemwesi.
So you'd have been happy if government has said that see nothing happens, no investigation. That's what you're suggesting.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But that's the suggestion you are making.
What I'm saying is that there's been an explosion.
Yes.
The Ghana police is there. The other investigative bodies that are also there. They are all trying to understand what happened on that D-Day that thing happened.
Yes.
We should give them maximum 3, 4, 5 days to arrive at a conclusion that, this is what caused our initial findings indicate that it was as a result of a bike hitting the vehicle that caused this. No, it was also as a result of the negligence of so and so. We suspect that it was this, that. Based upon that, Minister comes and says, based upon the preliminary report we have.
So it was your wish that maybe government should have waited for a day, for a week, or for weeks.
No, I didn't say weeks.
No, for weeks for months.
I said
on
the
report.
It is not that we don't believe.
No, but what you're saying, you are doubting,
or any other institution cannot do some preliminary work within 3, 4, 5 days. For which they are already on the ground and doing.
Are we saying that the decision made by government was wrong? Is that what you are suggesting?
For me.
Is that what you are suggesting?
On the matter of Maxam. My position is that for me.
Don't pick and choose.
I'm not picking and choosing.
I'm making my case. Because you are now isolating one particular company saying that, why is this? It's just like a policeman, two people crossing a red light. Two people crossing a red light. Wait. It's just like two people crossing a red light. And then the police arrest you and you're saying that we all crossed the red light. Why arrest me and leave the other one? That's what you're saying.
It's obvious.
That's what you're saying.
You're just trying to obstruct what
I'm not. But you are not being fair with the issues at stake.
You are trying to obstruct.
You are not being fair with the issues at stake.
You don't want me to speak.
I
think
Dave, 3 minutes, Mr.
How can I have 3 minutes?
But
I must as well just keep quiet.
No.
But if you are going to go on the tangent you are going, then you better keep quiet.
Dave, what I'll do is, Mamenko for a short breather, Dave, I'll give you your minutes to run up.
How many minutes? I'm saying that he deliberately obstructed
me
from speaking.
Ended at 30. I think the only time we interrupted you was some 3, 4, 5 minutes ago.
So if you're
my uncle for a breather by about near Twasso. And we're back on air live on ETV Live on Happy 98.9 FM. So we have 8 minutes. Dave, my 5 minutes a month. Full 5 minutes. Yes, I'll read it.
Read the statement so that we can deal with it.
Yeah, wait. I'll read it. David. 5 minutes, my man.
3 minutes or 5 minutes?
My man in the 5 minutes.
Why?
Train.
How politicians play this kind of games. Look, the people who put them there, the politicians there, as in government, they deserve some respect. And it is always sad when you see government officials, because they have power, take decisions anyhow when it comes to the public, the citizens who gave them power. But when it comes to themselves, they are unable to measure it the same way they did the ordinary person. The decision taken by the minister to ask, first of all, the chief inspector to go home pending investigation. The decision that the Maxim company, which produced the explosive, their license should be suspended, are all knee-jerk decisions. And it's needless. Needless because at this time, this particular time, the minister, I don't think, has the competence to take that decision. He's a lawyer, and he knows that when you take decisions like this, you get to compromise the investigation itself. He should have known that.
I think
look,
at this juncture,
wait.
we have time to read it. I'll read it. David, land. David, land for me.
See, when it happens, it disrupts my thought process.
Sorry, but land for me.
So I'm saying that when you take decisions like this, you compromise the investigation because the investigation is supposed to establish the truth, the fact of what happened. All the people who are speaking, the issues we are throwing out, from police to government, ordinary citizens who claim to be witnesses and all that, nobody knows everything for a fact. It is only investigation that can establish the fact of what happened. And it is based on that fact that we can say that, look, this person is the cause, or this person's negligence led to this. And I'm saying that when it comes to just a decision of asking people to go and sit home, then maybe we could even extend it to the president. But it is needless at this point. Because I think that the president, the minister had a role to play. I think that the chairman of the Minerals Commission had a role to play. There are people in the chain. The police, we are told, were supposed to, the law says should provide escort. How the process should happen. You don't expect a chief inspector of mines to be at every point that explosive is supposed to be loaded, nor even follow them. Why this knee-jerk reaction?
All right.
Government should not be eager to be seen as doing something. They must really do something that will solve the problem. We have never had this incident in this country.
Dave,
have we?
Thank you for your submission. Quickly, I just checked out Athens. I just checked out the word. Yes, I'll ask questions on that because you see, this Athens we are talking about has been in operation since 2008, and they talk about their specialization being ammonium nitrate explosives, mining spares, general cargo, communication, transport of similar products. What kind of statement now Yawoka issued on the 21st of January 2022? This is what the Apiati explosion is a release from the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Was a pursuant to Regulation 2 of the Minerals and Mining Explosives Regulation 2012 LI 2177. The Chief Inspector of Mines is the Chief Inspector of Explosives and is responsible for the supervision of the manufacture, storage, transportation, and use of explosives for mining and mine support services. Consequently, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel A. Jinapo, MP, has, as at 21st January 2022, directed the Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals Commission to interdict the Chief Inspector of Mines with immediate effect, pending the outcome of the ongoing investigation into the tragic events which took place at Apiati. Further, the Honourable Minister has directed the Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals Commission with immediate effect to suspend the registration of Maxim Company Limited with the Minerals Commission, thereby precluding the company from the manufacture, transportation, and or supply of explosives for mining operations, pending the outcome of investigations into this matter. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources wishes to assure the Ghanaian public that the ongoing investigations will be thorough and comprehensive, and any public official found culpable will be made to face the full rigors of the law. Yeah, okay, so point in anything.
How is this a knee-jerk reaction?
Now, let me, and your point you were making off air was that because an ally has been quoted, and it is basis for that.
No, but you see, you got it wrong, and it looks like either it is a premeditated intent.
On whose side?
On you and David.
Go ahead.
With what you guys are doing this morning. Because first, the two of you question the power of the minister.
No, I haven't questioned the power of the minister. What I have said is that for me,
I don't see the need. You were endorsing.
I don't see the need
the position of
for
David
the shutdown of the Maxam Company Limited.
And that's why I came in to tell you that don't pick and choose. Dave and your good self.
Yeah, you are also making a deliberate effort.
I'm not.
To rope me into a statement which I haven't made.
Because Same.
But I have made a categorical statement, and you are blindly refusing to see the categorical statement I'm making.
There is a statement issued by government in respect of an accident.
And I disagree with that statement.
Of which you are entitled to.
Yes.
But I'm saying that an accident has happened. A government, upon initial assessment.
What assessment?
Based on? Assessment based on what?
You and I are trained to ask this question.
Yes, based on what?
Will you allow me to finish?
Land.
Take your time, man. Stop being mischievous this morning.
No,
please.
Nobody's being mischievous. Yeah.
Because the two of you are in jacket.
Nobody's being mischievous.
You purpose to cause
mischief. You said
assessment.
Assessment based on?
Assessment based on what has happened.
What has happened? What do they know? In this statement, there is nothing that is told about what we know.
Same, an accident has happened. True or false?
True.
An accident has happened.
Yes, true.
So you are saying that the minister sitting in his ministry or government sitting over there will not receive report from national security, from internal security.
What does he know?
You want them to come and tell us that, okay, this and this is what we know.
What are we saying?
But this investigation, read this whole statement, the investigation will establish the cause of accident.
Pending the outcome, the minister himself says that pending the outcome of the investigation, what do you know?
But it is only once we will get to know the cause.
You don't know anything. You are waiting for the investigation to be completed. Then you are saying that you are taking an action against.
And that's why I asked the question.
Yes.
In your view, government should just fold their hand and then wait for somebody to come and tell.
Have you seen preliminary reports before?
Yeah.
In our business, have you seen preliminary reports before?
I'm asking a question.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm asking questions.
Government should just sit and
after a preliminary report has been given. A prima facie case has been
an accident has happened. There are regulations governing how things are done, especially with respect to transportation.
You are saying that what assessment has been done in this statement that you are referencing?
Same.
What assessment? What is the assessment?
Same. I am saying.
Or just because the minister quoted an ally. We saw what happened in the election petition. Lawyers quoted law. It was the Supreme Court's decision to decide whether that law they were quoting was applicable in that case or not. So the fact that the minister is quoting an ally does not make it.
So the question I'm asking is,
for me, I find any and everything wrong with the decision of the minister.
The question I'm asking
of which you is supreme to an ally.
All this.
I'm saying that an accident has happened based on regulations governing the transportation of explosives from others. Based on that regulation, a decision has been made that the person in charge should be interdicted, the company should be suspended, pending investigation into it. And these things are done anyway. Something happens, the person in charge could be said that, okay, because of ABC, I'm stepping down. Because of ABC, this is what is happening.
I understand he's suffering this morning. I think
I'm not how. Because
you
do the same thing.
Me, my position, I held it from the morning since I sat here. David Tamaklo anopay ono so e be come inside e di enkomo anopa we say
to be influenced by David because you earlier
how can somebody who had made a position clear at around 6 a.m. be influenced again at 9 a.m.
He called you yesterday. That is what you guys are going to do.
Yeah, I'll mind you. But he was part of the meeting. You will share your report, Chanapa.